The following is an exclusive sports presentation of KRDR Classic Hits 105.7 FM, a member of the Blue Sky Media Radio Network.
Well, a good afternoon to you, Ranger Nation, as we welcome you live inside Percival Fieldhouse on the campus of Northwestern Oklahoma State University for today's Great American Conference doubleheader featuring the visitors out of Ada, Oklahoma, the East Central Tigers, and your Northwestern Lady Rangers and Rangers. Women's game set to tip at 1 o'clock. The men will follow at 3. You'll catch it all right here on your home for Ranger Sports, Classic Hits 105.7. Hello, everybody. I'm Dustin Goodnose. We welcome you here to the broadcast. I'll be joined shortly by Trent Goss, your Lady Ranger and Ranger basketball crew here this afternoon as it's Hall of Fame Saturday here at Northwestern Oklahoma State, as Northwestern will induct 4 new members to its Northwestern Athletics Hall of Fame. Right now the banquet going on and the induction ceremony will take place later on this afternoon at halftime of the men's game, and then at halftime of the women's game we'll have past inductees will be honored here at Northwestern. But we've got a lot to talk about as we open up our Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show right after this commercial break. This is Northwestern Basketball brought to you by Holder Drug right here on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Holder Drug has been serving the community of Alva since 1952. When you are in need of medication, healthcare items, and more, look to none other than Holder Drug, Alva's local pharmacy. Holder Drug is locally and family owned and is always ready to serve you. They offer convenient drive-through pickup as well as free delivery with your medication. They also offer a number of gift ideas for those special holidays. For more information, visit their website, www.holderdrug.com, or stop by 513 Barnes Avenue in downtown Alva.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back inside Percival Fieldhouse as we open up our Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show. Again, getting you set for Hall of Fame Saturday here at Northwestern Oklahoma State as Lady Rangers and Rangers doing battle with the East Central Tigers. Bringing my partner for the afternoon, and great to have him back here on the radio with me, Trent Goss. Trent, thank you for joining me on a very special day here at Northwestern.
Oh, I'm honored. I mean, this is going to be fun. Every year the Hall of Fame means so much to the university, and it means a lot to me too, Dustin. I know all 4 of these individuals. Mr. Byford and I went to college and graduated at the same time. And, of course, we know the history on Shane Hansen and Hooper and also Steve Barrows, the coach, the soccer guy. And I'll tell you what, we are really, really happy to induct them today.
We are, and there's been a lot of great classes. I know you've sat through a lot of these here in the same position. I've done a lot over the past several years. This is probably a big one for me because when I first got here, I had an opportunity really to connect with Steve Barrows, Shane Hansen, Coach Hooper. I didn't know Byford like you did, but this one for me is one of my favorite classes. I think that has gone in, not to kind of show the favoritism, but this is one of I think the bigger classes that we've had here.
Right, and 3 of the 4 being around this area so long and still around this area, that that is special, and so Coach Bears helped me coach baseball in the summer, so we were coaches together. And that guy can coach baseball too, by the way. He's not just a soccer guy. but also, we know Shane Hansen, what kind of person he is, but, man, on the floor, he was a marksman. I mean, anywhere. I mean, the basket was in jeopardy whenever Hansen had the ball. It didn't matter where he was on the court. He could stroke it. And then Hooper, he was a wonderful baseball player, great pitcher. And, in fact, I'm going to ask Hooper if maybe you'll get in the cage with him here afterwards and see if he can throw one past you.
Yeah, I think he probably still could.
I think he could, and I could see you closing your eyes.
That or he might go head hunting at me, depending on how this interview goes later on.
Exactly.
Let's take a look at your latest Great American Conference standings before we talk about this one here this afternoon. On the women's side, right now on top is Southern Nazarene. They're 11-0 in conference play, 17-0 overall this season. It's been a great year for the Crimson Storm. Sitting in second is Harding at 10-1, 15-2 overall. They've won 4 straight. Sitting right there in third, Lady Rangers still within striking distance as they're 8-3 in conference play, 16-3 overall, coming off a victory against rival Southwestern on Thursday, which we'll talk more about. Henderson State in fourth at 7-4, 11-6 overall. Sitting in fifth is Southwestern, 6-5, 9-8 overall. Arkansas Tech is 5-6, along with Oklahoma Baptist and Wichita Baptist. Arkansas Tech is 8-7, Oklahoma Baptist 8-9, Wichita Baptist 7-8. Southern Arkansas is sitting in ninth at 4-7, 9-8 overall. Mule Riders have dropped 3 in a row. Arkansas, Monticello, and Southeastern both at 2-9, 6-11 overall this season. And sitting at the bottom are the opponent today for the Lady Rangers, the East Central Tigers, coming in at 1-10, 5-10 overall. The Tigers have lost 4 straight, which we'll talk about more on, but they're going to be a little bit shorthanded today. But Trent, when you see this matchup, there's a lot of emotion that goes into this day, and we still have a basketball game that obviously has to be played. And I think sometimes with that and homecoming, you're anxious to see how the Lady Rangers come out and respond this afternoon.
Yeah, and we, of course, being here early, got to see, and they put in, the last 30 minutes working really hard out here. I think they're really focused today, Dustin. On paper, I know you can't do it, but on paper, no doubt, this should be a Ranger win today. With East Central only 1 win on the road all season long. Northwestern loves playing at home. They've not been beat 7-0, and so if you look at the stats, it's all favoring Northwestern, but we know where things can happen. You got to go take care of business, and this is a team in East Central that you want to jump on them and get that double-digit lead early in the game. Don't give them any chance to think that they can actually play in this game today.
You do, and then you've got a 3-game homestand starting with it today, and then 2 more against the Arkansas schools next week with Arkansas, Monticello, and Southern Ark before you have to make a road trip. And Lady Rangers, I talked to Coach DeSource. She told me this on Thursday, and this is really big for Northwestern and also for Southern Nazarene. But of the 11 games left for these 2 teams, Southern Nazarene has 8 of them at home. Northwestern right there behind them at 7. That's a good way to finish the season here inside of Percival Fieldhouse.
Right, and am I right in saying Southern Nazarene does have to come to Alva yet this year, right?
They do.
Okay, so there you go. But you got to keep winning and put yourself in a position. You were naming the teams and their records. There's a log jam right there in the middle. So there's a lot of basketball yet to play.
There are, and you talked about Southern Nazarene. Northwestern also will welcome back Harding here at one point. So those are 2 big games with both those 2 teams ranked. Southern Nazarene actually is ranked 4th and number 1 in each of the different polls, in the coaches poll and the media poll. Harding comes in at 14th in both of them. So really, you kind of want to see those teams continue to win out before they come to Percival Fieldhouse.
And then beat them both,
yeah.
And so, I think you got it. You told me the Southern Nazarene team is legit, and I firmly believe you. Harding, I know, very talented also.
They are. Again, those 2 teams will come here later on in February inside of Percival Fieldhouse. Let's take another timeout, come back, have more of your Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show next. This is Northwestern Basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
Do you need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one? Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. Call us at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Here at Bank Central, we like to shoot for 3, and that includes our services to you. From fee-free checking accounts to competitive CD rates and all the way to consumer lending. Stop by any of our locations in Alva, Enid, Woodward, and Cherokee, or call 580-327-1122 to talk with one of our qualified professionals. Bank Central, where we're centered on you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Certain fees and restrictions may apply.
Welcome back inside Personal Fieldhouse. Again, Dustin Goodall alongside Trent Goss here on Hall of Fame Saturday at Northwestern for our Dean Gall Real Estate Auction pregame show. Trent, let's talk about the last time out for Lady Rangers. They knocked off Southwestern on the road. It was a nice win against the rival. Lady Rangers got off to a great start in that game, couldn't pull away. They finally did in the fourth quarter, and a lot of it was thanks to Faith Simpson, who was absolutely, there's so many adjectives you could use for it. She was incredible.
OMG.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Mike. Have you ever heard of the wrestler Ryback?
I've not.
Okay, well, he used to say, feed me more. And I think Faith Simpson needs to say that, feed me more. She needs the ball down there. I mean, she works so hard without the ball in the paint. She's so smart. She does her work before she catches it. And then, of course, she has a great touch inside, hardly misses down low. And if you look at her stat line, my goodness, 44 points on the night, 17 out of 25 from the field. Oh, by the way, you better not foul her because she's pretty automatic, 10 of 11 in that game against the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, she was incredible the other night. And again, 1 point away from the Great American Conference scoring record, tying it in a game. And then we talked about it. I saw a lot of people talking about it on Facebook. She was just 4 points away from tying the record here at Northwestern in a single game by Donita Drain.
Yeah, Donita Drain against Southern Nazarene, 48 points. That was incredible. But Faith Simpson has proven she is one legit scorer. I mean, she can score in there. And they need her toughness. I mean, she's very tough mentally and physically. And so really a joy to watch. But, when you sit around and look, and you've got somebody on the perimeter like Carly Craig. I mean, look at her stat line, Dustin. 14 points a game. She averages over 3 rebounds, around 3 steals, and about 5 assists. I mean, anybody would want that stat line. She can put it up and in, and you really, truly need a good balance in and out, and make the defense guess at what's coming next.
You do, and I'm glad you brought up Carly because she has struggled a little bit over the last several games. Carly was just 3 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3, only had 7 points in that game, but they've got to have her scoring. They've got to have Camille Thomas, and you got away with it on Thursday with a nice win. I don't think we can get away with it the rest of the year by just having Faith go out and drop 35 or 40 a game. You've got to have those second, third options.
I agree. And Carly Craig needs to do one thing to get out of the slump, keep shooting.
Yes.
I mean, you don't want her to stop because her shot looks good. It's going to go back in, and I'm thinking today. But, you've got Camille Thomas, too, that I like where she's at on the floor. She's very comfortable about 10 to 12 feet out. She can dribble, drive in, and she's tough to defend, long arms, and can really do some damage, gets to the foul line a lot. But also, this Ranger team has other players, that can step up. We know Peyton Jones can score. And don't be surprised if you start seeing her more in double digits, in the season. So right now, Northwestern has all the rhythm. They have all the people on the bench that can come in and relieve their starters if they're in foul trouble or if they're tired. And so really it's been a great season so far, Dustin.
It has. And some other numbers from that game. Faith Simpson also had a season-high 16 rebounds. And, I mean, she's just so physical inside. And we're going to see how East Central can match up with them today. The last time these two teams played, you look at it, it was a nice victory for the Lady Rangers. They were coming back from the Hawaii trip. Got off to kind of a sluggish start on the road, which was maybe expected coming back from that trip out on the islands to go play a couple of teams. But Northwestern ended up pulling away in the second half, outscoring East Central by 12 points, and they wound up winning it by 16.
Yeah, Mackenzie Crusoe, she is their only double-digit scorer on the season, averages 15 points a game, and against the Rangers, she had 17. Actually wasn't even the leading scorer. That was Jaden Weiberg, who had 22. You told me Jaden didn't even make the trip today, so ECU, they're probably in a little bit of trouble on the offensive side of things.
They are, and again, they don't come in scoring a whole lot. Now, they are one of the better defensive teams in the Great American Conference, as we'll look at those numbers here a little bit later on. But Lady Rangers that night were led by Faith Simpson. Carly Craig chipped in with 18. It was also 13 from Camille Thomas, and we'll see if Northwestern can put together that type of game again here against the Tigers.
Yeah, and East Central couldn't stop the inside play of Northwestern that night in 8. The Rangers with 30 points in the paint compared to East Central's only 12. So really, Northwestern, I think, they're going to have opportunities in the paint all night long.
We're going to take another timeout, come back. We'll go through the tail of the tape, the numbers on both teams right after this. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Hope Pregnancy Center is now open in Alva. We are training our nurse manager and need pregnant women for a free ultrasound and special gift. If you are 6 to 20 weeks pregnant, please call 580-327-9091 today. Our services include free and confidential pregnancy testing, ultrasound, options education, and resources. Schedule your appointment with Hope Pregnancy Center at 580-327-9091.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org, or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Welcome back inside Percival Fieldhouse as we go through the tale of the tape between both teams, starting with Lady Rangers, who come in ranked 23rd in the coaches poll. They dropped out of the media poll after those two losses in Arkansas. They do come in 7th in the media central region poll. They're 16-3 on the season, 8-3 in Great American Conference play, setting in 3rd in the Great American Conference. They were preseason 7th, led by 8th-year head coach Tasha Dieselhorst, who's 96-113, so just 4 wins away from 100 in her time here at Northwestern. She's 8-9 against the Tigers all-time, 4-4 in this building in Alva. Lady Rangers coming off a 66-52 win against Southwestern. They're 7-0 here at home, 6-3 on the road, 3-0 on neutral site games. They've got Southern Arkansas here at home next Thursday. Yet Northwestern's 8 conference wins have been by an average of over 15 points this season. Numbers for the Lady Rangers, they average nearly just over 78 points per game. That's best in the GAC, while giving up just 56. That's second best. A point differential of 21. That is first in the Great American Conference. That's also, again, 6th in all of Division II. Offensively at 45%, first in the GAC. Defensively, 34%, second best in conference. Lady Rangers have gotten a lot better from the foul line, shooting at 75%. That's sitting in 3rd in the conference. 34% from 3 is 3rd best. 42 rebounds per game is 3rd best. They average nearly 11 rebounds more than their opponents this season. Over 16 assists per game, that's tops in the GAC. Where Northwestern has struggled as of late have been the turnovers. Again, they're averaging over 16 turnovers a game. They were at one point one of the top teams in the GAC, now right in the middle at 6th, and they average nearly 11 steals per game. That's 3rd best in conference with a turnover margin of +5. Some other Division II ranks, Northwestern again, 6th in scoring margin. They're 6th in rebounding margin at nearly 11 per game. They're 25th in turnover margin, 23rd in free throws made per game. They're scoring at nearly over 78 points per game. That's 10th best in Division II, while giving up the 56. That's 21st best in Division II. Field goal percentage on offense and defense is even at 12th in Division II. They're 30th in Division II in rebounding, and also 20th in offensive rebounds at over 15 per game. They're also 28th in Division II at over 16 assists per game. However, we talked about the turnovers. Lady Rangers have been averaging nearly 21 turnovers a game over their last 6, and that's something that's really got to improve, Trent.
Yeah, it does. And you would expect it would at home. You know, there is a difference playing on the road, being at home. So usually you have a lot less turnovers when you're playing at home. But I think they're going to have their shot opportunities. You know, I think that they're going to be able to take high percentage shots. And, of course, when you see Northwestern getting those, they can really light up the scoreboard.
You look at the East Central Tigers, they come in at 5-10, just 1-10 in Great American Conference play, sitting in 12th. They were preseason 10th, led by second-year head coach Heather Hurt. Again, she's 13-22, took over for Matt Cole, who moved to the athletic director position at East Central. She's 1-1 against Northwestern. They're coming off a 59-46 loss to Southeastern. They're 3-5 at home, just 1-5 on the road. They've got Harding next week. They've lost 2 straight in Alva. They come in on a 4-game losing streak. In fact, they've lost 5 straight games on the road. They come in averaging 58 points per game. That's dead last in the GAC, while giving up 60. That's 4th best in conference. Only shoot at 35%. That's 11th best. Defensively, though, just 37%. That's 5th best. 73% from the foul line is 8th best in conference. 30% from 3 is 7th best. The average over 33 rebounds per game. That is 11th best in conference with a negative rebounding margin of nearly 2. Over 11 assists per game is 6th best. They only turn it over 15 times a game. That's 4th best. The turnover margin is even on the season, and they come up with 7 steals per game, which is 9th best in the Great American Conference. That's, again, the tale of the tape between the two teams. We're going to come back. We'll have your G&G Home Furnishings keys to the game and your starting lineup coming up next. This is Northwestern Basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
When was the last time you evaluated your investment goals? With our ever-changing environment, it's time. Talk to us about locking in a high, long-term fixed interest rate and put your money to work for you. I'm Whitney Gum, and here at E&J Financial, we work with you to implement a custom plan to fit your financial goals. Call our office today at 580-327-2552 to book a complimentary financial review.
Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors. Cambridge and E&J Financial are not affiliated.
K&S Tire in Alva has been locally owned and operated since 2004. While every business claims to be the best, K&S Tire is the best. Our satisfied customers speak for themselves by coming back to us each and every time. Our amazing services goes beyond a regular tune-up or tire rotation. Our team is well-trained and able to take care of all your car care needs, including preventative maintenance, wheel alignments, brakes, and more. Visit knstire.com for more information or come see us at 2590 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Welcome back inside Percival Fieldhouse. Again, we've gone through the tail of the tape. We've got the G&G Home Furnishings coming up, and again, the starting lineups here shortly. But Trent, you want to say a little shout out to somebody?
I do, to my kids. They've never heard me on the radio. And you know what one of my kids said? Did you pay that guy Dustin to be on the radio? I said, no, he's supposed to pay me. Yeah. But I want to say hi to Avery and Graham. And Quinn said that I had to say that she was my favorite kid, and she would pay me $3. And so I'm taking it. Quinn, you're my favorite kid. That's more than Dustin's paying me today.
I want to tell you, I had your daughter on last Monday. She did a terrific job on the radio. And, I mean, so comfortable. It's almost like she'd been doing it, you know, like you have your entire life.
Well, okay, I appreciate that. And I'm going to tell you that maybe she would let you do a duet with her sometime if you're interested.
I'm not much of a singer. Now, I do karaoke every now and then. But
do you?
It's been a while.
Wow. I want to hear that.
Yeah. That's only on special occasions, which tonight is a special occasion.
And I bet you don't do it at 10 in the morning either.
No, probably not. Let's look at your starting lineup real quick for the Lady Rangers. Again, they'll go, again, it's brought to you by the Alva Moose Lodge. They'll go with a 5'8", 5'6" junior guard out of Blanchard, number 1, Carly Craig. 5'11" junior forward, Camille Thomas. A 5'10" junior guard, number 21, Peyton Jones. A 5'8" senior guard, number 24, Paige Scott. And the final starter, 6'2" senior forward, number 30, Faith Simpson. For the Tigers, starting lineup will look like this. A 5'6" junior guard, number 1, Kennedy Cummings. 5'11" graduate forward, number 14, Kate Ogle. 5'7" senior guard, number 20, Mackenzie Crusoe. A 5'9" freshman guard, Kaylee Alt, number 22. And the final starter, a 5'9" sophomore guard out of Tahlequah, Oklahoma, number 21, Tatum Havens, getting the start today with Jaden Weiberg not being here. Again, we're nearly the tip-off. It's time for our G&G Home Furnishings keys to the game. Trent, what do you got if the Lady Rangers are going to win this one this afternoon?
Well, I think you got to find Mackenzie Crusoe, and you got to know where she's at all times. She averages 15 points, as we said. How she goes is how her team goes on offense. She can shoot it from 3 around 30%, so find her and lock down on her, because I don't think the others are going to hurt you. Number 2, I think you got to pound the paint. I mean, number 1, you go right to Faith Simpson probably on the first possession, and you establish that. We know Camille Thomas can score inside there. We know Orange off the bench can score in there. I think the Rangers can really dominate in the paint. Once they start focusing on that, you'll see kickouts, and you'll see Carly Craig and company go to work from the perimeter. Number 3, one and done. I mean, this team, East Central, they can't shoot the ball very well. You don't want to give them 2 and 3 opportunities. If you limit it to 1, it should be an easy Ranger win today, honestly.
There we go. There's our G&G Home Furnishings keys to the game. Take a final timeout. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups, the national anthem, and the opening tip, which will be brought to you by Ridgeview Vet Hospital. This is Northwestern Basketball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities since 1916. They have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
High above center court for the play of our national anthem.
Very nice rendition of the national anthem by the Northwestern Ranger Band. Let's go courtside again to our public address announcer, Tim Lauderdale, who will have your starting lineups here this afternoon.
NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating words or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you. And now the starting lineups first for the visiting time from East Central. Number 14, Kate Ogle. Crusoe. Number 21, Tatum Havens. East Central. Caitlin Hodgins, Jeff Magaha, and Mia Michelle. And now for the home team, your Northwestern Rangers. Junior from Blanchard, Oklahoma, number 1, Carly Craig. 5'11" junior from Carrollton, Texas, number 10, Camille Thomas. 5'10" junior from Alva, Oklahoma, number 21, Peyton Jones. A 5'8" senior from Blackwell, Oklahoma, number 24, Paige Scott. And finally, a 6'2" senior from Palisade, Nebraska, number 30, Faye Simpson. Northwestern is led by head coach Tasha Dieselhorst and assisted by Kinsey Niederer, Randy Turney, and Taylor Ellis.
There's your starting lineups again, brought to you by the Alva Moose Lodge as we get ready for tip-off between Northwestern and East Central here this afternoon on Hall of Fame Saturday inside of Percival Fieldhouse. Lady Rangers will be in their home whites. East Central in the road blacks here this afternoon.
Good crowd already, but you expect even more. And we know, Dustin, you got word that the banquet, the Hall of Fame banquet, running a little late right now.
It certainly is. I was told Coach Hooper, a little long-winded apparently. I will say this, I cannot wait till he comes in. He's probably one of the best dressed over there.
Wow.
Got a pretty sharp red jacket on. Can't wait to see that here this afternoon. As Kate Ogle will jump against Faith Simpson as the opening tip coming up, brought to you by Ridgeview Vet Hospital. Ball's in the air. The opening tip, one in control by Northwestern. They'll be moving left to right across your radio dial. As Carly Craig will start with the basketball. Goes left wing to Peyton Jones. Down to the foul line to Thomas. Out of the corner, Carly Craig for a quick three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around, taken by Kennedy Cummings. Back the other way come the Tigers.
I like the shot, though. Craig was open in the corner. Northwestern had a chance for an offensive rebound but couldn't get to it.
As now they go to the elbow, Crusoe. Now to the corner. Back left wing for a three from Tatum Havens, and she rattles it in. Nice shot from Havens, and East Central draws first blood. They lead it 3-0.
Yeah, we didn't even think Havens was going to start, and, man, she did not hesitate, was wide open behind the arc and busted it.
9:15 to go here in quarter number one as they go into Simpson. Here comes the double team cross-court pass. Peyton Jones for a three, and the tie is good from the right corner. Oh, and Peyton Jones, good to see her knock down that three. That's her 13th of the year.
I love the extra pass to find Peyton Jones out on the right wing all alone. A big basket early for her team.
Well, what's nice about that is Faith, when she saw the double team, quickly got that pass over to Jones. Havens with it, top of the key, bounces it into the hands of Crusoe. Back with it straight away is Crusoe. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Left wing into the hands of Alt. Alt cross court to Havens right wing. 5 to shoot. Now threw this one away as that's on the near side. That'll be a turnover against East Central. First of the game for the Tigers.
Yeah, you like the zone defense by Northwestern. Very aggressive, hands in passing lanes. East Central looked like was going to have trouble, even if they didn't turn over, getting the shot off before the shot clock expired.
Jones has it over the NCAA logo. Now foul line extended to Camille Thomas. Looks underneath. Instead, will take the long range two off the back of the iron. No good. Kennedy Cummings with her second rebound.
And we talked about being the key for Northwestern, having East Central one and done. Really, it goes both ways because they do not want this high-powered Northwestern offense getting extra opportunities.
Cross-court pass knocked away by Peyton Jones. The ball's on the floor. Picked up by Simpson from her knees. Throws it up ahead to Paige Scott. Scott drives all the way in. Bounces underneath to Peyton Jones, and she lost that one. And the turnover against Northwestern, their first. Kate Ogle comes up with it.
Yeah, I had a 2-on-1, just couldn't capitalize on it. So now we've had 3 turnovers in this game, 2 by East Central, 1 by the Lady Rangers.
Ogle has it near side, goes left wing into the hands of Havens. Paige Scott in front of her, bounce pass to Crusoe up top. Now right wing to Alt. Now to the corner to Cummings. Here's a cross-court pass, left wing. Havens from the same spot. She hit it again. Back-to-back threes hit by Tatum Havens at 6'3" Tigers.
I think you better find her. I mean, she's ready to go, and 2 for 2, and she's getting nothing but net, not even hitting the iron.
Came in a 37% three-point shooter, as that's going to be the first foul whistled against Mackenzie Crusoe, reaching in against Carly Craig. Northwestern will go to the benches. Talia Thomas in for Paige Scott.
I'm going to guess the pace of the game right now is favoring the Tigers. I mean, they kind of like how it's going. Northwestern, not many points, not many shot opportunities. Had the one shot and made the basket the 9:09 mark. We played almost 3 minutes with only 1 field goal.
There's the pass underneath to Simpson against the double team. Turnaround jumper, no good. Kate Ogle with a rebound. 7:15 to go in the opening quarter here on Hall of Fame Saturday. East Central leading Northwestern 6-3. Havens cross-court pass is knocked away and stolen by Peyton Jones. Back comes Northwestern 3-on-2. Jones drives all the way in, and well, she's fouled as she went to the floor. This will be on Kate Ogle.
Good decision by Jones, not only to tight walk over there by the out-of-bounds line, but then to go coast to coast. She knew she was going to get hit and almost made the basket.
Jones has hit 7 of her last 8 from the free throw line. She's 77% on the season, 38 of 49. First free throw from Peyton Jones is up and good.
I was just trying to see how many turnovers East Central had over at their home when we played them last.
Yeah, only had 13. It was in Northwestern with only 12, so both teams did a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Lady Tigers already with 3 here and not even have played 3 minutes.
Second free throw rims out. 7 minutes to go here in quarter number one.
Peyton Jones with all the points for Northwestern right now with the 3 and then the free throw.
Cummings underneath, kicks it out into the corner. Havens cross-court pass. Well, East Central moving the ball quickly against that zone as Cummings right wing to Alt. Alt penetrates in, is cut off by Simpson, had it poked away and stolen. Nice hands by Simpson, is picked up by Craig.
And they're sending cutters in the lane that are open, but they're not finding them.
Just inside the free throw line, Camille Thomas left the jumper short. East Central back with it. It's one and done right now for Northwestern.
Yeah, and I was watching. They had two people on Faith Simpson making darn sure she didn't get in there and get a loose ball rebound.
That one's knocked out of the hands of Havens by Talia Thomas. East Central will keep it. You're absolutely right, because that's something Southwestern didn't do, and that's why she had 44 on Thursday. You can't go one-on-one against Simpson.
No, they're not going to allow that, it looks like, today. And they're doing a good job of limiting Northwestern, really making them shoot tough shots. No offensive rebounds yet for the Lady Rangers.
Alt. Here's a quick left wing three. No good off the left side of the rim by Kaylee Alt. As it caroms out of bounds, Northwestern gets it back.
I was just glad somebody else was shooting other than Havens. I mean, G-Man-E.
6-4 Tigers on the Community Bank scoreboard. 6:05 to go here in quarter number one.
Somebody tell her we're giving an MVP trophy later today.
Jones around the screen, bounces back to Simpson. Baseline jumper, rolled off the rim, no good. And another rebound by Tatum Havens.
And the problem with that is Simpson was outside of the paint. Well, when you do that, then you really lose an offensive rebounder. Nobody for Northwestern inside.
Craig comes up with a steal, back the other way. Carly all the way in. Left-handed layup was too strong as she missed it. Talia Thomas couldn't get the rebound. Back comes Kaylee Alt. Now to Crusoe, drives right by Simpson all the way in. Layup was left short. And good job by Simpson there to kind of mess with that shot.
I think East Central wanted a foul there. Looked like maybe a hit on the arm, but once again, no basket. Little helter-skelter going on right now offensively for both teams.
Well, and then a 3-second violation. Camille Thomas did not get out in time. Turnover number 2 against Northwestern.
And now I think we're going to see Josina Frame enter for Peyton Jones, Dustin, and Rangers going to stick to the zone. That's been good so far, forcing 5 turnovers on the offensive end for East Central.
Josina Frame did a lot of the dirty work at Southwestern, did not score, but had 8 rebounds in that game, which was a season high. 3 of those coming on the offensive end as Havens back straight away to Ogle, left wing near the logo, will dribble. Now spins away from Thomas, bounces it underneath, tried to thread the needle. Pass is picked up by Josina Frame. It was tipped by Camille Thomas. Back comes Carly Craig. Craig on the drive, lobs underneath, and it's an offensive foul. And we're going to see who this is on, and I think it may be Simpson trying to create space.
Yeah, they're saying she may be pushed off there to get the in position, and it'll be turnover number 3 for Northwestern.
That'll take us to immediate timeout, brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. 4:59 to go. East Central leads at 6-4 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern basketball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's chicken fried steak, Don's hamburger steak, and Joe's chicken tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at deangallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
Welcome back inside Personal Fieldhouse. Dustin Goodall alongside Trent Goss. It's 6-4. East Central leading 4:59 to play in quarter number 1.
A lot of steals, you tell me. 5 for Northwestern. They come in, the Lady Rangers do, I think, 3rd in the conference, averaging around 11 steals a game. It's been, though, kind of a weird one. Not the start, I think, that, of course, Tasha Dieselhorst would have wanted. Everything's okay. I think the timeout was much needed, really, for both teams.
East Central did go to their bench as they'll go underneath. Turnaround shot on the baseline, no good. Well, actually, it was good, but it had a turnover and a travel that time from Natalie Payne.
Yeah, actually, they missed it. Malone traveled first. They didn't call that one. That one looked okay, and they went ahead and called that. Another empty possession for the Lady Tigers.
That is turnover number 7, and then we get a whistle and a foul away from the ball. This was Talia Thomas matched up with, I believe that's Natalie Payne. They'll whistle it on Payne. That'll be her first, second team foul.
This thing's pretty physical. I'm not going to let you go out there. You'll get hurt. We'll have to take you to the emergency room.
Inbound to Simpson. Pump fakes. Kicks it out to the corner to Josina Frame, now with that left wing.
How many shots does Simpson have today? Not many.
No, just I think one so far. Here's a right corner three, up and good from Carly Craig. Her first made three. Lady Rangers now on top 7-6.
I like how she shoots, Dustin. I mean, it looks pretty going out of her hands, has good follow through on the rotation. She just needs to keep shooting it up.
Chloe Malone back to Crusoe, wide open three, and the answer no good. Thomas runs down the rebound in the corner. That's Talia Thomas with it.
Yeah, Crusoe, the way wide open. She won't miss many of those today. Rangers got to find her.
Talia Thomas with it, top of the key, 20 to shoot, underneath to Camille Thomas. Backs down Malone into the paint, cross-court pass, Josina Frame, wide open three. It's off the rim, no good. And the rebound's picked up by Chloe Malone.
Once again, 3 or 4 black jerseys in there, keeping Northwestern off of the boards. I have the Lady Rangers still without an offensive rebound.
Now the ball's on the floor, and Lady Rangers going to force the jump ball as Thomas got a hand on it right in front of Kaylee Alt. Possession arrow is going to stay with East Central, though, as Ariel West checks in.
Havens is the only one that scored for East Central today. I believe she has all 6 of the points.
Ariel West, the transfer out of Bluefield State. A season high 6 points against Oklahoma Christian earlier this year.
Where's that at?
That's a good question. There's a cross-court pass, Crusoe, right corner three, and the lead is good. Nothing but nylon that time from Crusoe, as that's the third made three for the Tigers.
Well, yeah, but there was a defender out there, and she acted like she didn't even see her and put it right in the Lady Rangers' face.
Micaiah Orange, cross-court pass to Frame, bounces back to Carly Craig. Pump fakes, Craig will drive all the way in, leans in for the runner, good from Carly Craig. Lady Rangers tie it up at 9.
And that was a tough shot. I mean, she was in traffic and ended up doing a one-handed little shot put that went right in, and we got us another tie, I believe, the second of the day.
Rousseau to the foul line to Payne. Looks underneath, back to Crusoe straight away. She'll try another three. Got it again, and boy, that one pretty from Crusoe. It's 12-9 Tigers.
Yep, and we talked about it in the opening. You got to find her, and she's getting in a rhythm now, and her teammates doing a good job of finding her.
Camille Thomas to Carly Craig, right wing, 18 to shoot. Craig around the screen left from Thomas. Stops just inside the top of the key. Back to Talia Thomas, right wing. She'll try a three for the lead. No good. And the rebound tipped around on the floor, and I think we got a foul on the rebound against Northwestern.
Yeah, and it was on Camille Thomas. She was clearly over the back on the play. Good call by the official. And once again, Northwestern back on defense, trailing by 3.
2:21 to go in the opening quarter on the Community Bank Scoreboard. East Central leads it 12-9.
Seems like we've lost a little of the pressure defense, Dustin, here in the half-court game.
Tigers have only taken 7 shots. 6 of them have come from beyond the arc, and they've made 4 as Malone spins right to the double team. Now steps through it and scores with a right hand off the glass, and that's a pretty move there from Chloe Malone. 14-9. Frame back the other way underneath at the left block, and a whistle and a foul called. This will be on Ariel West.
Malone off the bench. She averages, I believe, just around 3 points a game, but that was a tricky move for Northwestern to defend and got it to go. And now I think we're seeing a run, Dustin. It looks like it's about 5 straight up on the board for East Central.
Paige Scott, Faith Simpson check back in. Micaiah Orange and Talia Thomas will exit as Craig will inbound to the baseline. 25 to shoot. Craig throws it over the top of the defender, up ahead to Faith Simpson, who goes up and scores off the glass. First 2 points of the game from Faith Simpson.
Yeah, Rangers really need that to get her on the scoreboard and active. She had just entered back in the game. Now we see Northwestern back in their 2-3 zone.
Simpson again coming in averaging over 21 points a game as Cummings has it right wing, cross court to West. Left wing, good closeout from Paige Scott, but West gets away from her, now kicks it out right wing. Cummings three, no good as that missed everything. It's an air ball as Scott lets it go out of the bounds on the baseline. Northwestern gets it back.
Yeah, I think West should have went ahead and shot the basketball instead of giving it up. She gave it up to her teammate for a tough shot. Now Northwestern, if they could get a basket here, you'd feel pretty good about things overall. It's been a tough sledding early in this game for them.
Thomas over the top. It goes off the hand of Simpson and goes out of bounds, and that one just kind of led her too far. That's turnover number 4 now against Northwestern.
Yeah, I mean, it was not a good pass. I mean, she wasn't going to be able to do anything with it anyway, and as you said, turnover now number 4. Offensively, just out of rhythm, it seems to me.
Yeah, Northwestern just 4 of 12 from the floor, 33% to start as West goes to Payne, left elbow, guarded closely by Simpson. Faith's got to be careful. She's got the one. Now back Cummings. They'll float it to West, left corner. And that pass deflected as they went to Malone, who saved it back into the hands of Natalie Payne. And between 3 Ranger defenders, and Northwestern caught reaching in.
Yeah, they did, but the ball was loose, so I didn't think the official would probably call it. It didn't look like anybody had possession, but they call it, and now 56 in the quarter, 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Frames first, third team foul. Inbound to Payne, falling down, goes to Cummings. Cummings, nice behind the back move, bounce pass to Malone. Back to Cummings, wide open layup, good. And that's great two-man game that time for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was. Beautiful play for East Central, and now Northwestern feeling a little pressure on the offensive end.
Simpson to Paige Scott, back straight away to Carly Craig. Under 20 to shoot, 35 seconds to play in quarter number 1 as Thomas back to Paige Scott. Scott will drive baseline, spins, back out to Camille Thomas. Pump fakes, leads in for the shot. It's blocked, but a whistle and a foul called against the Tigers. We'll see if this is on Chloe Malone, and I believe it will be. Her first, I believe the 4th.
Stutter step, and that got Thomas into the paint. You had a good feeling she was going to make the basket, and then she was slapped on the arm as she went up.
Thomas, 73% on the season, 60 of 82. First free throw is up and good. Northwestern now 2 of 3 from the foul line, which is 4 of 12 from the floor. Thomas to get the score, went back within 3. Second free throw from Thomas is up and good. Camille's first 2 points of the game. Tigers lead at 16-13. Shot clock turned off, 26.4 to go. And Paige Scott knocked that one out of bounds. East Central will go back on the baseline and inbound again to Crusoe.
Well, with Faith Simpson only having the 1 basket, it doesn't seem, though, that Northwestern's fretting it right now. You know, I think they're just hanging on, knowing that things are going to happen offensively for them, down just 3.
Here's a jumper from Ariel West, no good. Faith Simpson with a rebound. Back comes Northwestern, 7 seconds, now 5 seconds. Craig stops, lets a defender fly by, pulls for 3, and she got it. Game is tied, and that's how the first quarter will come to a close.
Wow. I mean, that is exactly what Carly Craig needed to do. She knew exactly how much time was on the clock for her to put it up and in.
So Carly Craig ties the game at 16 at the end of the first quarter. On the Community Bank scoreboard, we'll take a timeout and come back. Second quarter next. It's Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Looking for the best in lawn care? Peak Environment has you covered. We offer a wide range of services, including full-service mowing, weed control, Christmas light installation, and more. Peak Environment provides efficient and affordable services across Northwest Oklahoma with branches in Alva, Enid, and Woodward. Call our office today at 580-748-8003 for a free quote on any service. That's Peak Environment, 748-8003. Proud supporter of all Ranger and Gold Bug Athletics.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more. Welcome back here to Percival Fieldhouse. We're score tied at 16 at the end of 1. Northwestern and East Central here on Hall of Fame Saturday. Lady Rangers will start with the basketball.
I'm shocked. 55% is what East Central's shooting. And from 3, they're shooting 50%. Northwestern at around 39% from 2 and 50% from 3.
There's a foul line extended jumper for Camille Thomas. Just rolled off the front of the rim as Chloe Malone with a nice play to save it back into Ariel West. Tigers have the basketball.
I do want to say Northwestern ended on a 5-0 run the last minute 53 of that first quarter. Craig highlighted it at the very end with a 3. Camille Thomas had 2 free throws.
Natalie Payne works against Simpson, now gets by her, and both players go down, and they call a blocking foul on Simpson, and that's big because that's number 2 on Simpson, so Coach DeSource has to go to the bench. In comes Nakia Orange.
Now, she didn't hesitate. She's getting her out right now. Too much time left, 9:28. It'll be interesting to see if she comes back this period. Might have to do with what the scoreboard says.
Also checking in the freshman out of Hugoton, Kansas, Samaya Adigan. Ariel West with it left wing, back straight away to Crusoe. Throws right wing to Kennedy Cummings. Cummings out of Payne, back underneath to Malone. Malone underneath with a reverse layup, high up, and I don't know how she got that one to go, but she did.
What in the world was that? I mean, seriously, it about hit the ceiling.
Adigan with it, top of the key, right wing to Paige Scott. Tigers by 2, 9 minutes to go here until halftime.
She better go to the light night and get a lottery ticket if that's going.
The Orange works against Payne. One dribble up with a jumper, and we get a whistle and a foul called as they're going to say Payne got her right across the arm. Payne thought she got all ball. That'll be her second.
Maybe a bailout. I mean, it didn't look like really a lot of contact, Dustin, but I'm just shocked at how well East Central's shooting the ball right now.
Yeah, they have really are scorching the net. 7 of 12 from the floor, 4 of 8 from 3 as Nakaya Orange heads to the free throw line. Orange this season from the foul line, 14 of 21, 66%. Surprisingly, she was scoreless against Southwestern. First free throw, rattled out, no good. Northwestern now 3 of 5 from the charity stripe. The Orange will have one more.
Well, I had East Central with a few more turnovers, but the official numbers show them with 5 in the period. Lady Rangers turned it over 4 times.
Tigers with 7 total turnovers now. Northwestern with 5. As Cummings to West left wing. Now to Ogle, left elbow, back to Cummings straight away. 17 to shoot. Crusoe with it right wing. Lobs to the right elbow to Ogle. Cross-court pass to Ariel West, left corner, and we get a whistle. 3-second violation, second time that it's been called today, one on each team.
Yeah, I think it was on Chloe Malone. She never did leave, and she wanted the basketball. When she didn't get it, she stayed in there too long. Easy call for the official for the first turnover for East Central of the quarter.
Craig into the front court across the logo, goes left wing to Josina Frame. Around the screen right from Orange, stops, goes to Carly Craig right wing. Craig looking underneath, trying to set up Nakaya Orange. Instead goes cross-court to Josina Frame. Frame back to Adigan, right wing for a 3. Looks good, is good from Samaya Adigan. That's a big shot, her third made 3 of the year. Northwestern leads it by 1.
Yeah, only her third of the year, but that's a pretty big one because things just not going Northwestern's way until now they have the lead.
And it's nice to see the bench step up with Simpson over there with those 2 fouls as Malone right elbow underneath. That went off the face of Cummings, and then the ball's on the floor picked up by Samaya Adigan. With that facial brought to you by Alvin Nails that time. 19-18 Rangers by 1. Here's the pass underneath the Orange. Up with a right-handed jump hook. Left it short, no good.
Well, I'm not laughing at her because I would have been sitting over here on the floor. I mean, I'll tell you what, it hit her in the eyes.
There's Ogle to Cummings. Back straight away, Ariel West, she'll try a 3, and that one just spun out no good. Josina Frame with a rebound.
Well, I'll tell you something funny. I watched West bury it 2 or 3 times in the pregame, and that one looked like it was good to go, but it at the end went out.
Adigan underneath, and a whistle and a traveling call as Orange started to move without putting the ball on the floor. And that's a turnover against Northwestern, number 5.
We didn't talk about rebounds, but, you know, Northwestern missing quite a few shots, and really East Central not missing that many. So 9-4 was the rebounding advantage. Neither team with an offensive rebound so far.
Sincere Harrod has checked in now for Northwestern. Harrod was scoreless against Southwestern, has really played limited minutes the last several games for Northwestern. She had been playing, coming in averaging almost 12, 13 minutes a game. It's all the way back down to 10. As West hands on the near side to Kaylee Alt to Ogle. They'll reverse it all the way back deep right wing to Tatum Havens, who's hit 2 threes so far. To West at the foul line to Ogle, right corner. She'll try the 3. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by, I thought Talea Thomas. Oh, yeah, it was. The official messed up the call. He gave it to Northwestern, then he changed his mind.
Yeah, the crowd behind us doesn't like it at all, so he's going over to talk to his co-worker and find out which way. They're going to leave it with East Central. Thomas, though, felt the pressure. She couldn't grab it. I do think she knocked it out.
No, that's the thing. Ranger fans are going to disagree, but that's the right call. Kaylee Alt with it, right wing, picked her dribble up, bounces to West, right elbow. West at the foul line, extended jumper off the back of the rim, no good, and that should have been a foul. Coming in was Kate Ogle over the top of Jones. Ogle still down, back the other way. Lady Rangers with a one-man advantage. Underneath the Sincere Harrod, takes one dribble, spin move up with the right hand. Shot was blocked, but Malone also got her with the body as well. That'll be the second on Malone.
Yeah, Ogle caused it, and then she ended up getting hurt down here, and she was way late to the party. Good job by Northwestern to recognize they had the advantage inside.
So Sincere Harrod heads to the free throw line. 28 of 46 this season, 60%. Harrod has had a season-high 13 points. That's been 4 times this season.
Finally, East Central slowing down a little offensively with just the 1 basket. so far in the period, and we're almost 4 minutes in.
Rod missed the first. Northwestern now 4 of 7 from the foul line here in the first half. Second free throw from Harrod is up and good. 20-18, 6:23 to go until halftime. Again, coming up, Peak Environment halftime show. Past inductees will be honored here at Northwestern, pending they are able to get out of the banquet in time as West has it over the NCAA logo. Back straight away to Havens. She'll reverse it back to West. Beyond the three-point line to Alt. Havens sidesteps to her left, got away from Craig and knocked down another three. As Havens is 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Tigers have the lead by 1.
Yeah, but I thought she traveled, Dustin. Looked like she moved her pivot foot before putting it down, but good shot again by Havens.
Sincere Harrod, turnaround jumper, too strong, no good. Backside rebound by Crusoe in front of Peyton Jones.
Well, I'm surprised at how well East Central's shooting, but really I'm surprised how well they're rebounding. I mean, they're really screening out. Northwestern not having many opportunities to get an offensive board.
Crusoe with a left elbow jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Havens. Right now it's 15-6 on the rebounding edge for the Tigers.
Well, an offensive rebound and a new possession for East Central.
Cross-court pass knocked away by Samaya Adigan and just dribbled it on the sideline on the near side, and the ball will actually go back to East Central. I don't know that Samaya Adigan totally had possession of that one.
Yeah, so now they're going to talk because they're talking about no control on it, so they're going to try to figure out, I think, whose ball it is and how much is on the shot clock.
Looks like they went from 20 to 8, 5:16 to go, so East Central will inbound just to our left. It'll be Tatum Havens to inbound. Inbound to Crusoe. Tigers will have to go quickly. 5 to shoot. Crusoe and a whistle, and it's an offensive foul. It's a legal screen set that time by Kennedy Cummings. That'll be her first 13 foul.
Yeah, and I wasn't seeing that, but I knew Crusoe did not do anything, and she was thinking more about trying to shoot the basketball. Turnover number 3 in the period for East Central.
Camille Thomas will inbound to Carly Craig. 5:10 to go here until halftime. Tigers by 1, 21-20. It's Craig with the dribble. Now the left wing, now just right at the top of the key, underneath to Orange. Orange squares up, goes right at Cummings, ran into her, and it's an offensive foul, and just kind of lowered that shoulder that time and got whistled for it. That's the first on Nikia Orange.
I think it's an Academy Award. I mean, there was a little contact, but man, the defender went flying.
4:59 to go as we've got a media timeout brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. Lady Rangers trail by 1 on the Community Bank Scoreboard. It's Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Keeping your car clean is an inexpensive way to protect its value. Shirley Shine Car Wash, located west of Love, offers a 6-bay self-serve car wash, including 3 truck bays. Your wash options include soap, tire cleaner, foamy brush, wax, spot-free rinse, and air chamois. And you can pay with credit, debit card, or quarters. Don't just clean the outside, clean the inside with its self-serve car vacuum. You can also clean your pet with their self-serve dog wash. Company vehicle? Be sure to ask about our fleet account, so the next time your vehicle needs rinsed or detailed, come by Shirley Shine Car Wash, located right here in Alva.
At Ignite Physical Therapy, we assist in the therapy of many different aspects, such as advanced problem solving, joint mobilization, treatment of adverse neural tension, evaluation and treatment of muscle imbalance, tissue-specific exercise, and patient education. Dr. Jared Hayda and staff want to get you back to the life that you had before your injury. They have helped so many through rehabilitation, and they can do the same for you. Stop by and see the staff at Ignite Physical Therapy on 520 Flynn Street, or make an appointment by calling 580-327-3331.
4:59 to play. Tigers lead at 21-20. They'll have the basketball. As Mackenzie Crusoe will start with it. Across the 10-second line, we'll hand to Kaylee Alt, now to Havens. Left wing, Azaria West. Instead, they'll go back into the hands of Crusoe on the penetration. Back out, here's a right wing three up and good from Kaylee Alt. And Alt has her first 3 of the game, and it's 24-20 Tigers.
Yeah, they're still in a rhythm. And, people that usually don't score like Alt, she scores. And, man, right now, just things not going Northwestern's way.
6 of 13 are the Tigers from beyond the arc, just under 50% as they'll go to Thomas. Got away from the defender, up with a shot, no good. Left it short, but she was fouled from behind. So heading to the free throw line will be Camille Thomas. That last foul will be on Tatum Havens. That'll be her first 14th foul.
Well, and I think when you entered the gym, you didn't think about Faith Simpson not scoring but just 2 points and not getting many touches, but you also didn't think she'd be over on the bench due to the foul trouble.
Thomas back to the free throw line. That first one is up and good. Thomas now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. She'll have 1 more.
This can be spin a little bit, to give some other girls the opportunity to really step up and score the basketball. And Thomas is sure one of those that can do it.
She is. She takes advantage there, knocking down the free throw. She's got 4 in the game, all 4 from the foul line. It's 24-22 Tigers. Alt with it. Goes to her right, to Crusoe, deep right wing.
Pressure defense, Dustin, really pushing East Central out away from the basket, and they're having to use a lot of the shot clock. Not even thinking right now of shooting it, just trying to pass it from guard to guard.
5 to shoot. West got around to Leah Thomas, and she just really let her go. I don't know what Thomas was doing that time, but that's an easy layup. 26-22. Back down the floor is Orange. Thomas, right wing. Thought about the 3 instead of drives in, had it poked away from behind. It's stolen away by the Tigers as Cummings has it.
Yeah, and I have now Northwestern with 7 turnovers, 3 in the quarter.
Here comes Mackenzie Crusoe. Tigers lead by 4.
You know what East Central's done? They've taken this crowd all the way out of it.
They have. They turned it over there, though, as Camille Thomas comes up with the steal. Baseball pass up ahead to Talia Thomas. Looks underneath. Bounce pass, and that one knocked away. Ball's on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow favoring East Central.
Yeah, another really bad pass by Thomas and Northwestern. Their 4th turnover of the period.
Tegan Jones is going to check in. Tegan Jones, the junior out of Shattuck, Oklahoma, had a nice game against Southwestern. In fact, off the bench, Tegan Jones finished with 6 points in that game. Also had 2 rebounds and an assist. Extended minutes for her, probably the most minutes she's played most of the year. As underneath was Cummings, was wide open. Instead, it's a 3, no good from Crusoe. Rebound, Tegan Jones.
Tegan Jones right there. I mean, she did a good job of getting around to go find the basketball.
Craig, right corner. 3 is good. Nice shot from Carly Craig. She's in double figures with 11. Lady Rangers within 1. Timeout East Central.
Well, yeah, they didn't like that. They didn't know where Carly Craig was.
We'll take a 30-second timeout. 2:54 to go. Lady Rangers trail by 1 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern basketball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
We know how much love your pet gives you. We're Ridgeview Veterinary Hospital. We're always here for you and your pet. Ridgeview Vet Hospital provides the most comprehensive care from regular checkups to emergency. Ridgeview Vet Hospital proudly provides veterinary services to all animals, large or small. Visit us today to let Dr. Lohman and his staff take care of your extended family, located right here in Alva, or call us to schedule your appointment at 580-327-0201. Ridgeview Vet Hospital is a proud supporter of Alva and Northwestern activities.
26-25, Tigers by 1, 2:54 to go until halftime.
Yeah, it's been tight the whole way. As you know, 16-16 after 1. Now a 10-9 advantage for East Central, and they have the ball.
Cummings with it at the foul line. Dribbles left, right into Nakai Orange. Lost it out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. As Cummings thought it was tipped, it was not. That's good defense from Nakai Orange.
Yeah, Cummings arguing with the official, but I think it was a good no call. I mean, didn't look like a foul. She was straight up, and she ended up knocking it herself out of bounds.
Craig left wing to Orange. Now to Peyton Jones. 20 to shoot. Jones on the drive. Now behind the back dribble. Bounce pass to Jones underneath on the back door. Back into the paint to Nakaya. Orange jumper good, and that may be one of the best possessions we've seen today by the Lady Rangers.
Yeah, and it was Jones with a nifty bounce pass. I mean, she found her teammate inside the paint. Now maybe a little momentum will start for the Lady Rangers.
Deacon Jones again played 11 minutes against Southwestern. That's how you earn more playing time with plays like that. Here's a corner 3 from Crusoe. No good as it caroms off the rim right into Kennedy Cummings. And then her cross-court pass thrown away. There was nobody there in the corner. Northwestern gets it back, leading by 1.
She worked hard to get the offensive rebound. Her team's second in the period, but then it was a really bad pass. I have East Central now with 6 turnovers in the period. And the Rangers on a little mini run, 5 straight up on the scoreboard.
Craig with it in between the 2 circles. Bounce pass to Peyton Jones, looks underneath. Instead goes to Orange at the foul line. Orange will take the foul line jumper, left it short, no good. And the rebound, Tatum Havens.
Yeah, I think Orange really wanted to pass, and at the last second decided to shoot, and looked like maybe she got in a hurry on her shot. And once again, East Central screening out, limiting Northwestern to 1 and done.
Crusoe, baseline jumper, no good. Carly Craig with a rebound. That's her first of the game. Up ahead to Tegan Jones. Jones, nice crossover move, trying to get away from the defender. Looks underneath and then threw it away. That one nowhere near Camille Thomas. Here comes Kennedy Cummins back the other way on the fast break. Now to Havens. Sidesteps again, top of the key 3. Rattled out, no good. Rebound by Nakai Orange. It looked good, but it came out.
Boy, it did look good. And Orange was there for the rebound. Now Northwestern trying to maybe push the pace a little more.
Craig will go out near the circle in the logo. 18 to shoot. To an orange. Left elbow extended.
Sorry, Dustin. Crusoe, probably the best defender now. She's over here matched with Craig.
And there's a jumper in the paint, up and good from Camille Thomas after one dribble. Her first field goal. Northwestern extends their lead to 3. This is actually their largest of the game so far.
I like she's getting active, though. I mean, we know she can do things with the ball. A great dribble drive scorer.
Coming, sidesteps, kicks it out to Havens, and then we got a whistle and a travel. Oh, 3 seconds, actually. I thought they were going to get alt for traveling with the basketball.
Yeah, I think they could have done either way. And turnover number 7 in the period. I have East Central now with 12. So now, Dustin, we basically, the shot clock's almost going to be turned off. Just a tenth of a second or two.
And coming up, our Peak Environment halftime show is we're going to try and have one of our Hall of Fame inductees here with us at halftime. Shane Hansen, hopefully. As Carly Craig with it, 13 to shoot. Now 12 to shoot. Under 10 for Northwestern. Final possession. Peyton Jones on the drive aggressively all the way in. Layup good for Jones with 4 seconds left. Here comes East Central, and they throw it away on the inbound. Northwestern's going to get it back with 1.5 to go.
Just sloppy with the basketball. I understand they wanted to hurry, but now the Rangers have a 9-0 run going, and they'll have a chance with 1.5 to get more points up on the board.
East Central, Northwestern ball.
Craig to inbound on the baseline. A time for maybe 1 or 2 dribbles as Craig looking to get it in. Sets up Sincere Harrod, catches it up in the air, missed the shot. And well, it was a good effort, but that one just come off the rim.
Yeah, Camille Thomas was there, but ran out of time. She was going to get the loose ball rebound, I think.
We played 20 minutes on the Community Bank scoreboard. Northwestern with a nice run to end the first half. They lead at 31-26 over the East Central Tigers. We'll take a timeout, open up the Peak Environment halftime show next. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
The biggest sale of the year is happening right now at G&G Home Furnishings in Alva. It's their annual New Year's sale going on until January 31st. Prices marked down on all your favorite brands of appliances, home decor, and furniture. This includes items such as washers, dryers, refrigerators, and ovens, along with mattresses and great furniture pieces for your home or business as well. So come check out all the great deals happening right now through the month of January at G&G Home Furnishings, located at 2107 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
Alva Health and Wellness is Alva's newest healthcare option, offering a broad array of services geared to address today's most common illnesses and injuries. Alva Health and Wellness offers services for you and your child, including sickness, wellness, chronic care management, vaccinations, weight loss, and so much more. Find more information online by visiting alvahealthandwellness.com or come by and make an appointment with Jeremy Logston in person at 515 College Avenue right here in Alva.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back inside Purcell Fieldhouse. Again, right now, past inductees into the Hall of Fame are going to be honored here at halftime of the women's game. So we're going to go courtside again to former athletic director and baseball coach here at Northwestern, Randy Smith, as he's going to introduce our past inductees.
Before us, and many of them I know touched your lives. The great Walter Johnson, Art Parkhurst, Vic Heifel, Dick Smith. Just a year ago, Lloyd Stout and then just last spring, we lost the great Jerry Brownrigg. So please remember them along with Dean Linder, who when he had this microphone, he was 10 times on his worst day better than I'll ever be. So help us remember those great ones. And the first one I want to introduce this year, this young lady came to us after leading Northern Oklahoma College to a national championship. She is arguably the greatest post player that we have ever had, although Faith Simpson is making a run. She came here and in just 2 years, scored 900 conference player. I will never forget the night that she hit the shot right there with 1 second left on the clock to beat Wichita State. She is the daughter of the great Lloyd Stout. She's Hall of Famer Paula Stout Crandall. Hall of Famer was a bruising fullback, and I hope you had a chance to watch him play. He scored the very first touchdown on Ranger Field. Equally talented as a track record that still has not been broken 50 years ago. He went on to a successful high school career in Oklahoma and Texas as a football coach, but where he really made his mark, he had a passion for golf. And he led the Booker High School golf team to an incredible 11 state Texas championships. Say hello to the great Ron Pinker. Great 1979 baseball team. This was the catcher on that team. Great hitter, great pitcher, could play any position on the infield. He was an All-American. He is the son of the great Hall of Famer Cecil Perkins. Say hello to Mike Perkins. Next Hall of Famer came to us as a defensive coordinator, and his attention to detail, his game preparation was the best I ever saw. He later became our head coach, and in just his third year, he was the OIC Conference Coach of the Year. Say hello to Alva native, Dr. Steve Loman. Coach Martin from 1981 to 19... started every game during her 4-year career. She was most valuable player at the Cameron All-Conference and All-District. She is Kayla Landreth Haskins. Hall of Famer's a familiar face. He came to us from Priscilla, Oklahoma. Great offensive lineman, great center, great long snapper. It eventually became our offensive coordinator and had some great teams. But where he really made his mark was as the head coach of the Alva Goldbugs, where he won an incredible 60 football games, still a school record. Hall of Famer Steve Gale. I hope you had a chance to watch this next Hall of Famer play, because he was an absolute beast on the defensive line. In 1984, he recorded an incredible 81 tackles, 13 quarterback sacks, and was an All-American. His brother's being inducted today. He is the great Hall of Famer Bill Pfeiffer. The next Hall of Famer came to us from Newkirk, Oklahoma, and is a great rodeo cowboy himself. 8 times he made it to the national finals in the event of steer wrestling. And he brought that passion and that expertise back with him to become our rodeo coach and make us the top rodeo college program in the nation. Certainly, we're the top steer wrestling program in the nation. In just his short time here, he has produced 3 national champions. Say hello to Hall of Famer and rodeo cowboy, Stockton Graves. next Hall of Famer was ahead of his time, literally. He played basketball here in the 1960s, and if you remember those days, not a lot of points scored, not very many games played. But some way, he managed to score 1,300 in his career. One of the greatest basketball players we've ever had. Say hello to Jim Schrader. They got out of order. Do it by memory. The next Hall of Famer came to us from Farmington, New Mexico. You know, we started the softball program in 2001. And normally when you start a program, you don't win many right off the bat. But we had immediate success, and a big part of it was because of this young lady right here. A tremendous first baseman, a tremendous power hitter who could also hit for average, 350 lifetime, and still is in the top 10 of almost every offensive category in the books. First team, all conference, all 4 years. She is the great Hall of Famer, Fallon Burns. Next Hall of Famer came to us from Byside, Oklahoma, and he also played on that great 1979 team I talked about. He anchored the pitching staff. He appears all over the record books and in pitching categories. He set the record for most wins in a single season with 11, and that has not been broken. Say hello to the big lefty, Fred Schamberg. This is a great receiver that came to us from Moore, Oklahoma. He's flown under the radar a little bit. 136 career receptions, 1,900 total yards, and 3 times first team all conference. Say hello to Hall of Famer Jason Bryant. The next one needs no introduction. He, one of the greatest football players we've ever had. He passed for an incredible 1,900 yards during his career, which was only 2 years. He rushed for 23. Talk about a quarterback, you want one that can run and throw. 1,900 yards passing, 23 seasons, led us to the 1999 National Championship, where he was named Player of the Game. He is the great Hall of Famer, Al Hunt. Another one that has really flown under the radar, I think. I think he was one of the greatest baseball players that we have ever had. 200 career hits during his career here. That's an astronomical amount. 13 strikeouts in a single game. His name is still all over the record books. He could play any position on the infield. He became our first baseball All-American. Say hello to Ryan Hindergarten. Hall of Famer came to us from Ark City, Kansas, as a power-hitting first baseman. One time, he had 4 home runs in 4 consecutive trips to the plate. First team all-conference, later became head coach of the Rangers, 472 career wins, obviously a record, 49 wins in a single season, another record. He was the greatest leader on the field I ever coached. Hall of Famer Joe Phillips. Watch this guy play. Because if you know him now, you just think he's such a nice guy. And he is. But he was an absolute beast on the football field. He played linebacker right behind Byford. How would you like to run up the middle against those two? As good as he was, 2-time all-conference, as good as he was as a player, he may have been an even better coach. He was defensive coordinator. His 1996 and 1998 rated #1 in the nation, and because of that, he was named the NAIA National Defensive Coach of the Year. Say hello to Dr. Chandler Mead. Our Our next Hall of Famer I've known forever because we played in the outfield together in 1975. Tremendous three-sport athlete, football, baseball, and track. He left here to go play for a short time with the Denver Broncos, then went on to an incredible coaching career in the NFL with stops at Oakland. I won't remember all these. Oakland, Buffalo, Arizona, Philadelphia, Houston. But the best part of all that, he came back home and he's now our head football coach. He's the great Hall of Famer, Ronnie Jones. Always like to see, every year we have a few come back, members of that 1999 National Championship team. This is one of them who later became our head coach, Fred Slaughter. I saved these last two because just a month ago, we had the honor We had the honor of putting their names on our basketball court. I'll introduce Milburn first. He came to us from Arnett, Oklahoma. And for 20 years, he was a dean of women's basketball in this state. He caused everybody else to have to try to get better. He was he was coaching that great team in 1981. Oklahoma State, Oral Roberts University. Paula was on that team. Two times, he was a conference coach of the year, and in 2002, he was inducted into the Oklahoma Coaches Hall of Fame. My great friend and Hall of Famer, Milburn Martin. Coached here for 21 years, 372 wins, 4 championships. He's the finest small college men's basketball coach I ever saw in my life. I'm glad we honored him by putting his name on that court. His 1993 team went 29-2, rated number 2 in the nation, and because of that, he was named the NAIA Men's Basketball Coach of the Year. He is the great Hall of Famer, Bob Battisti. Those are the Hall of Famers, but they're not the only here. So I want you to ask yourself, are you a Ranger? Here's my measuring stick. You heard me use it yourself. If you were on trial for being a Ranger, is there enough evidence for a conviction? If you were on trial for being a Ranger, is there enough evidence for a conviction? Every one of these are guilty. For this great opportunity, Ride Rangers Ride.
Have it again. Get former athletic director and Ranger baseball head coach Randy Smith.
Have your attention. This
run one real quick. Let's go to Matt 8 here.
To the Hall of Fame is not complete. We left one man out. A member of the Hall of Fame class inducted in 2005, one of the founding members of the Northwestern Sports Hall of Fame, a tremendous baseball coach, an educator, an administrator, a leader, and by any stretch of the imagination, a Ranger. Hall of Famer, Dr. Randy Smith. Let's hear the band.
There you have it, folks. Again, honoring our past inductees. Let's take a short timeout. We'll come back, and Shane Hansen joins us in the booth next. This is Northwestern Basketball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Holder Drug has been serving the community of Alva since 1952. When you are in need of medication, healthcare items, and more, look to none other than Holder Drug, Alva's local pharmacy. Holder Drug is locally and family owned and is always ready to serve you. They offer convenient drive-through pickup as well as free delivery with your medication. They also offer a number of gift ideas for those special holidays. For more information, visit their website, www.holderdrug.com, or stop by 513 Barnes Avenue in downtown Alva.
Welcome back inside Percival Fieldhouse as we're joined by future Hall of Fame inductee here this afternoon, Shane Hansen. Shane, thank you for joining us here, and congratulations on this honor this afternoon.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me, and quite an honor. Very humbled. Thank you.
How was the banquet? You guys had wrapped up over there just right before halftime.
Yeah, it wrapped up right before we kind of rushed to get over here, but it's an amazing banquet. The Hall of Fame committee, the alumni office, they do a phenomenal job with that, and it's always fun every year. And this year, it's a little bit different being on the other side of that podium. It's a little more nerve-wracking going to it now, but it was an amazing time.
Shane, I know you two-sport athlete here, and obviously still head of the Department of Health and Sports Science, but I know it. And talk about your feelings when you got that phone call, from Athletic Director Brad Franz letting you know that you're going to be inducted in this year's Hall of Fame class.
Yeah, I actually get goosebumps right now thinking of that time, because I was speechless, and very humbling to even be nominated is an honor, and then for the Hall of Fame committee to vote for me to be inducted is just a truly remarkable experience, and I'm so blessed to get to enjoy this with my family as well, and my kids get to experience this with us. It's really a blessing.
Shane, congratulations, man. I'll tell you what, I was able to do basketball for the Rangers for 16 years, and so I got to do all of your games. And we traveled, as you remember, on the road. Sometimes we were your only fans,
yes,
right, on the road. And
yeah.
so we had lots of good discussions, and I have to admit that you've always been one of my favorite all-time players. And, wow, let's look back at your career. I mean, you guys really did some things. I mean, in my thinking, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think maybe your last year, that team won some games in the national tournament, maybe went the furthest a Northwestern men's team has. Is that true?
That it was my junior year. Yep.
Junior year.
We had some great times, didn't we? That was I really enjoyed listening to you guys on the radio. Coach, we would always go in the game afterwards. So we had one of those old stereos in the locker room, and Coach Battisti would always turn on the radio and get you and Todd on there, and so we'd listen to the people you were interviewing, so we had something to give them a hard time about when they got in the locker room. And no, those were remarkable times. Yeah, my junior year, we just had an amazing group of guys. We were coached hard. We were tough. We had timely baskets and made a run in the national tournament. Went to the Elite Eight, and man, just what an experience that was. Beating OCU at home to get into the tournament, and then turning around and beating OCU in the conference tournament. They won the national title with 2 losses on the year. We were the 2, and just that was a remarkable team, remarkable run.
Shane, talk about the rest of this group that goes in with you. I know you know these guys personally, spent a lot of time here. I know as assistant basketball coach, these guys were here coaching as well. But talk about the rest of these guys and going into the class with them.
It's really an honor. I had class with Coach Hooper and Coach Barrows. I was at all their games. My wife and I got to experience all that with them, and I've always viewed them as true Rangers. I've known them in that light. That's all I've ever known them. Steve Byford, I've heard stories about Steve Byford. Today was the first time I've got to meet him, and what a guy, oh my gosh. But the stories about Steve Byford and everything that he did on the field and the human being he is, and just remarkable. Really an honor to go in with this group, and especially people that I know, and got to enjoy a really good time last night, and with a lot of people that we're all friends with. So it was really neat.
Shane, I want to say thank you again for coming over and joining us. We're about to start the second half, and congratulations again. I know the ceremony will be coming up at halftime of the men's game, and go enjoy this one.
Hey, you guys are the best. I mean that. Thank you, guys.
Hey, and I really mean it. Good guys, I like to see them win, and you've won in your career and everything you've done, and we appreciate you being a part of this Alva community in Northwestern.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Our thanks again to Shane Hansen for joining us here at halftime. As again, our Peak Environment halftime show comes to a close. Third quarter action will open up as East Central trailing. Lady Rangers on top, 31-26.
Hey, it was a toughie in the first half, Dustin. If you remember right, East Central kind of dominated the glass at times, and Northwestern shoots 44% from the field, 63% from 3. And 60% from the line. East Central didn't even have a free throw, but they did shoot 38 from 3 and 42 from the field.
They will have the basketballs. The Lady Rangers turned it over on their opening possession. As with it is Tatum Havens on the near side. Adams with a right wing, 5 to shoot. Now on the drive is Crusoe. Back to Havens with 2 seconds, floats up a 3. That one just grazed the rim. No good. Camille Thomas with a rebound.
Yeah, Northwestern's done an awful good job of keeping East Central off the glass. I think they have 3 so far is all in this game.
Camille Thomas leans in for the shot. It was no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Faith Simpson. That one did not hit the rim. Simpson back to Peyton Jones for a 3, and she got it from the left wing. Second made 3 from Peyton Jones, largest lead at 8.
Yeah, anytime you can get extra opportunities, usually you'll cash in, and Jones did not hesitate with the 3. And I believe that was the first offensive rebound of the game for Northwestern, and, of course, the first one for Simpson.
Yeah, you are correct. First one of the game for the Lady Rangers. They're still being out-rebounded 17-12. As with it on the left elbow's Ogle, and Ogle falls down and whistled for a traveling call, and you kind of hold your breath. They weren't going to call a foul on Simpson.
Yeah, I stopped breathing for a second, actually. Hey, Northwestern ended that second quarter, Dustin, on a 9-0 run. I think Thomas and I think Craig and I think Peyton Jones got involved in the run. Now add 3 more, and it's 12 straight up on the board.
Peyton Jones has 9. That's the most points she scored in a Great American Conference game this season as Simpson backs down right into the double team. Now fades, shoots off the glass, count it. She's fouled for Faith Simpson. She'll have a chance for the 3-point play.
Yeah, and I think probably if you're Heather Hurd over there, you may be thinking about a timeout because now you look up there and all of a sudden it's a 10-point advantage.
So Simpson heading to the free throw line for the first time here this afternoon. Simpson this season, as Trent talked about in the pregame, 78%, 72 of 92. And coming off of 44 points and 16 rebounds at Southwestern, and that free throw's no good, and there's the timeout. We'll take it as well. 8:08 to go here in the third quarter. Lady Rangers by 10 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Do you need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one? Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. Call us at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Available at your home.
Welcome back inside Percival Fieldhouse. 8:08 to go. Northwestern on top, 36-26. And you know what? Somebody else has just joined us. Put those headsets on right now.
Yeah.
Put them on.
Put them on. I mean, my goodness.
Former Ranger head basketball coach Andrew Brown joining us over here. Coach, great to have you here. Great to see you.
Man, I'm going to tell you guys, I walked in here about 3 minutes ago, and I have not been here with a crowd since my last game here. And it was chills, man. Just hearing the fight song and all that stuff. What an unbelievable atmosphere, and just, man, that brought back so many memories in just a short amount of time. It was pretty chilling, man.
East Central turns it over. Back comes Northwestern. Layup good from Peyton Jones on the assist from Carly Craig. Coach, I know you're a guy you worked with, and also Coach Shane Hansen. You know, talk about him going in and how special that is.
Oh, my gosh. You know, I was telling a couple of people at the luncheon that, you know, when Shane came on his visit, it was my first day here. Like, it was my first, you know, I didn't technically start till August, but when I came down to talk with Bob and to get everything figured out, he was on his visit, and it was kind of funny that we both decided to be here on the same day, and his journey is just incredible. What an incredible person and incredible dad and husband. He's the total package, and I know he's been an unbelievable asset to Northwestern and the Alva community. I'm just really, really proud of that guy and the man he's become.
Man, you look nice today.
Well, thank you. I got the red tie and everything.
I know. I mean, you look like a Ranger.
When we came up here, when I saw it was Barrows and Hooper and Hanson, there was no way I couldn't come up here. Those are 3 people that are really important to me.
Lady Rangers by 10, 7 minutes to go as Thomas goes cross court, right wing into the hands of Carly Craig. Back to Thomas, foul line extended underneath to Simpson, and a whistle and a foul called.
And remember, Dustin, Northwestern's doing this without Faye Simpson scoring. She had only 2 points at halftime. Carly Craig led the way with 11 in the first half. And then again, Tatum Havens, who only scores 3 a game, she led East Central with 9. So a lot of weird things happening, but I think the most important thing is you feel momentum back on the side of the Lady Rangers.
They certainly do with that 10-point lead. As Craig goes down, we've got a whistle and a foul called away from the ball. This will be on East Central, their third. That's also the third on Natalie Payne.
Her third personal foul.
Coach, so tell us, what are you up to now? I haven't seen you in a long time. It's been a while since I've seen you.
No, it's been a time flies. Like I said, I haven't been back in this gym. My first year at Cameron, when I was an assistant coach, we came and played a game up here after I left here, but I haven't been back here since. And so it's just being able to see everything and run into so many people. It's been a really neat morning. Right now, we're just living in the city, and I got my daughter Sarah's a senior in high school now, and my oldest daughter, Melody, graduated from college 2 years ago, and Megan's a freshman in high school. So they're just doing the high school thing and staying busy. So we're just kind of living vicariously through them right now.
Rousseau has it on the near side. Bounce pass to Cummings into the paint. Trying to throw it underneath to Malone. It was kicked by Northwestern. It'll stay with East Central with 6:31 to play here in the third quarter.
I told my Andrew Brown story not too long ago. I was on earlier this year, and I told the story that Todd and I came back. I came back out of retirement. We went and did one of your games in Woodward at Woodward High. Yeah. And you basically come up and said, "You're banned. You'll never do Northwestern radio again." And I told Goodnow, I don't know how you did it, but I really believed Coach Brown at the time that I would never do it again. That was like 11, 12 years ago or something. Anyway, Goodnow got me on even without your permission.
It's funny. It's funny when you're a coach how you can find anything to blame a loss on other than the fact that we just played like crap. But that was funny, and I think more than you and Todd being the reason why we lost is our team being fed barbecue at pregame that game. And Mid-America in Southwestern Christian hitting 21 threes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Or whatever that was. It felt like 51 threes. But
it did.
That was wow.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever
Isn't
been
there
back.
a better memory you can bring up than that?
Yeah, inbound will go to Camille Thomas. Thomas spin move, leads in for the shot. It's no good. Rebound tipped around on the floor, picked up by Camille Thomas, who lays it in off the glass. Lady Rangers now by 12.
Now that's just paying attention to what's going on and following the ball. And East Central crowd not liking the effort out of their team right now as they find themselves down 12.
Havens to Rousseau, left elbow into the paint, trying to get around Simpson, cut off, throws it back out left wing to Havens, bounce pass to Malone, underneath, takes one dribble, leans in for the jump hook, it's good. Nice finish from Chloe Malone.
Yeah, I think Malone's stats aren't very good, but she's a pretty talented player off the bench for East Central.
Coach, have you had opportunity to see the men's team this year, watch or anything?
That's a funny that you bring it up. I had planned on going to watch their game at Southern Nazarene earlier in the year, and just a few weeks ago, and had planned all day to be there, and then we had something kind of come up at the last minute, and I ran into former Ranger Tyler Inman at a different game, and he was
officiating
at that game,
now.
and he was officiating that game and told me all about it. So that I have not had a chance to. Coach Patel and I became pretty good friends when we were assistant coaches way back in the day, and so I followed them really closely when he was coaching here because I really wished him well and wanted to see him do well. And then I'm not familiar with Robbie. I just know he's done a good job of getting guys in here, and they're having a good year this year. So I need to follow him better.
That's going to take us to a media timeout. Coach, I want to thank you for joining us over here.
Guys,
Enjoy the rest of this one.
Thank you for the impromptu visit, guys.
Thanks again to Andrew Brown for joining us here on the mic. Again, it's 42-33. Lady Rangers on top by 9, 40-40. Got 4:45 to go in the third quarter on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network.
Here at Bank Central, we like to shoot for three, and that includes our services to you. From fee-free checking accounts to competitive CD rates and all the way to consumer lending. Stop by any of our locations in Alva, Enid, Woodward, and Cherokee, or call 580-327-1122 to talk with one of our qualified professionals. Bank Central, where we're centered on you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Certain fees and restrictions may apply.
You put in the work, and every day you go out and prove it again. You're an expert in your field. That's what farmers do every day. They go out and get the job done. If that's you, then Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma wants to thank you. For a livestock or crop loan, equipment loan, ag real estate, or operating loan, we will tailor a loan to your needs. Talk to one of our ag specialists by phone or stop by a branch today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing opportunity lender, online at farmcreditloans.com. 4:45 to go. Lady Rangers leading at 42-33.
East Central did the right thing to find Crusoe. I mean, she's the one that has to really get going offensively if they're going to come back in this game.
Simpson up with a shot, was fouled. So Faith Simpson will head back to the free throw line. 6 points in the game, 4 of those coming in the second half. Simpson 0 for 1 from the foul line. That's now the 15 foul trend, so Lady Rangers not going to be in the bonus the last 4:42, as that's the third foul on Chloe Malone.
Yeah, they're a good free throw shooting team, so not good for East Central. And back to McKenzie. She shoots around 30% from 3, but she was wide open. She's going to shoot a lot higher percentage if you're going to leave her that open. And as we said, at halftime, she only had 6 points, where usually she leads them.
They actually changed that foul. It's just the second on Chloe Malone, and it'll be the second on Kennedy Cummings. Simpson hit the first. Second free throw, got them both.
After the first quarter, East Central's really quieted down offensively. I have them with only 4 field goals in the entire second quarter, and they already have 3 here in the third.
They trail by 11 with a basketball. As we're halfway through the third, Crusoe with a deep right elbow on the drive is cut off by Simpson. That's good defense there. Back out straight away to Cummings. Fakes a pass left, penetrates in, back out. Crusoe open right corner 3. Good. Tell you what, Crusoe, one heck of a three-point shooter. Her 4th made 3. Trent, I don't know if she's hit the rim on any of those yet.
Well, I don't either, and I don't know why she was open as she was on the play.
As there's going to be a pass knocked out of bounds. Last touch by East Central as Northwestern will get it back. 4:08 to go. They lead by 8.
That's a close one, because I really thought Camille Thomas actually touched it before it went out of bounds, but the official was a lot closer than where I'm sitting.
Greg will inbound to Talea Thomas with it left wing. Trying to set up Simpson. They'll throw it into her. Now to the left block. Here comes the double team. Simpson back to Talea Thomas in the corner. Now bounce pass is kicked by Ariel West, and that's big because now the shot clock will reset from 9 to 20.
Yeah, and things wasn't going good. Northwestern couldn't find anybody open, so now they have more opportunity as Craig will bring it in underneath the basket.
Inbound to Thomas, left corner, 20 to shoot. Trying to set up Simpson again. They're trying to, little traffic jam down there. Thomas cross court to Peyton Jones, will penetrate in. Ball poked away and then goes off the hands of Talea Thomas out of bounds. That's a Lady Ranger turnover, their 12th.
Yeah, that ball was doing weird things. I don't really blame Thomas. She just couldn't get the handle on it. And 12 turnovers, 3 here in the third quarter.
And Trent, you know what's wild about this? East Central has yet to shoot a free throw as Peyton Jones comes up with a steal. Back the other way, drives all the way in. Left-handed layup, good. Peyton Jones now with 13, leading scorer in the game for the Lady Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, she's getting close, I think, to a career high maybe here at Northwestern.
1 point away from tying her season high, had 14 against Kansas Christian. But yeah, East Central has yet to take a free throw. Everything has been a jump shot. They haven't had a whole lot of points in the paint.
Yeah, they really haven't even looked in the paint much all afternoon. I mean, they've been just all around the 3.
And Crusoe's turnaround jumper is good for 2. It's 46-38. Crusoe leading scorer now with 14.
Remember the keys of the game? I said you better find her.
And then Crusoe makes a good defensive play with a strip and a steal. Back the other way. Crusoe now with 4 straight. All of a sudden, East Central closed the gap to within 6. Northwestern's led by as many as 12. And Craig had it poked away again. Crusoe's got it again into the front court. Hands to Cummings, will drive all the way in, accelerates, missed the layup, but she was fouled. And Kennedy Cummings is going to shoot 2.
Yeah, getting sloppy is what's going on. Not take care of the rock. And that was a late call by the Fish, but I think the proper call, I think she was hacked on the arm.
It's the first on. Just the second team foul as Tegan Jones will step into the game. She'll check in for Talea Thomas. First free throws of the game for the Tigers. Kennedy Cummings is 38 of 48 this season, 79%. She's only averaging just over 3 points per game against Northwestern in her career in those 5 games. She's got 2 today, make it 3.
I could be wrong, Dustin, but I showed 5 turnovers in the quarter and 2 or 3 just in the last few possessions.
And Northwestern with 14 total. East Central with 16, 30 combined turnovers this afternoon. Second foul shot, no good. Tegan Jones has the rebound. Then it's knocked away, taken by East Central. We're going to get a jump ball, and the Tigers are going to get the possession back.
Yeah, looks like they're just getting to all the loose balls, being a little more gritty than Northwestern right now. So wondering if Tasha Dieselhorst is thinking about a timeout here.
Tigers have outscored the Rangers 11-4 over the last, call it 2.5 minutes and change. Rousseau will inbound to the baseline. 20 to shoot for East Central. Throws it into the corner to Havens. Havens inside the right wing. Bounce pass cross court to Ariel West. West at the foul line to Cummings. Looks left. Now nowhere to go with it. Cummings backs out. Now throws it underneath to Chloe Malone. Got around Thomas. Leans in, and that pass goes through the hands of Cummings. It's picked up by Carly Craig. Outlet pass to Peyton Jones with it left wing. Jones wants to drive. Cut off by Havens. Back to Craig. Bounce pass to Simpson inside the top of the key. Underneath to Camille Thomas, and a whistle and a foul call.
Good decision by Peyton Jones. She didn't have anything happening, so she brought it back out so they could run their offense. And just like that, now we're going to see more free throws for Northwestern than Thomas.
Kennedy Cummings has picked up her third personal foul, so Camille Thomas to the foul line. She's 4 for 4 this afternoon. Thomas trying to get into double figures.
Northwestern hasn't scored in a little over a minute, but the problem is East Central with the turnovers have been able to get quick putbacks and on this little mini run of 5.
Free throws up and good for Thomas. Again, Lady Rangers leading scorers Peyton Jones came in with 6 double-figure games, make it 7 now. And what's good to see is that's actually Peyton Jones' first field goal since January 11th against Ouachita Baptist here at home.
I like how aggressive she's been with the basketball in her hands, you know, not settling for jump shots, taking advantage of the defender and getting herself in the paint for a high percentage look. So right here you would feel a lot better, Dustin, if we can come up with a stop.
Camille Thomas knocked down both foul shots as there's a kickball on Carly Craig as Crusoe was trying to bounce it to Natalie Payne as Samaya Adigan checks in for Camille Thomas. East Central will keep it with 1:56 to play and 20 to shoot.
This game's been a big surprise. I mean, I think both of us thought this would probably be a blowout, but it has been nothing even close to that.
Sure has. It looked like Northwestern was going to pull away up 12 as Payne on the drive in. Hits the bunny in front of the paint. Nice shot there from Natalie Payne. That's her first 2 of the game, and the lead back to 5.
I think they should just give her 1 for that. That was an ugly shot.
Peyton Jones with it left wing, cross court to Adigan. Underneath to Simpson. Takes 1 dribble. Triple teamed and is fouled. As we'll see who this will go against. It's either going to be Payne, Malone, or West. I think they're going to get Ariel West her second.
Yeah, West, she ended up hacking down at the last second. And I know Heather Hurt, the coach of East Central right now, chewing a little bit on the ear of the official that made the call.
First free throw up and good.
Does Faith Simpson have more free throws than field goals today, Dustin?
Right at the same amount, and now she has more as she knocks down the free throw. Simpson again trying to get into double figures. She's got 15 straight games, 18 total double figures this season.
I know you thought I knew the answer to that. I was just guessing, man.
Malone runs over Simpson, puts up a wild shot. It was an air ball. Nice defense from Simpson. Back comes Northwestern leading by 7 as it's Tegan Jones. Nice crossover move back to Simpson. Thought about the long-range jumper, did not take it. Now she will take it. It's up, and as it spun out, no good. Chloe Malone with a rebound.
Good defensive rebound for East Central. They're second in the period, and once again, Northwestern not getting many offensive rebounds.
West out to Havens. Now to West. Lobs to Natalie Payne near the right elbow. Payne will take the right elbow jumper and knocked it down. Nice shot from Natalie Payne. She's got 4, the lead back to 5.
Where's she been? I mean, I didn't see her in the first half, but right now being pretty active out there on the offensive end for her team. She's a 41% field goal shooter.
Tegan Jones left wing underneath to Simpson. Here comes the triple team. Simpson 1 dribble and another foul from behind. And this is what happened a lot against Southwestern is when that double team or triple team would come, they would bump and foul Simpson, and she's going to make a living at the foul line.
Yeah, their coach is saying, quit hacking down. You know, it was an easy call for the official, and right now they're paying big-time attention to Faith Simpson anytime she catches the ball in the paint.
Malone picked up her 3rd, so heading back to the free throw line is Simpson, who's got 10 points tonight, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Chance to make it 12 if she can connect on these 2 here. First foul shot from Simpson is up and good. Lady Rangers lead by 6. Shot clock will be turned off. Second free throw from Simpson upcoming. Got them both.
Checking into the game for the Rangers, number 15, Nakia Orange.
Nakia Orange back in. Simpson will get a quick rest as we close out the third quarter.
East Central still feeling pretty good about things, you know, down 7, and they're not going to let Northwestern have the ball back. They'll use all the clock, get the last shot of the quarter, and then try to come up with a game plan to get back in this thing early in the fourth.
As Havens has it, 12 to shoot. Hands to Ogle in the circle out near the half-court line. West, 8 seconds to shoot. West on the drive, stops, goes to Payne at the foul line, 5 to shoot. West to her right, Crusoe for a 3 at the horn, no good. And Peyton Jones with a rebound, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Lady Rangers by 7 on the Community Bank scoreboard. Fourth quarter action here at Hall of Fame Saturday right after this. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Hope Pregnancy Center is now open in Alva. We are training our nurse manager and need pregnant women for a free ultrasound and special gift. If you are 6 to 20 weeks pregnant, please call 580-327-9091 today. Our services include free and confidential pregnancy testing, ultrasound, options education, and resources. Schedule your appointment with Hope Pregnancy Center at 580-327-9091.
Welcome back out of the timeout. 52-45, Northwestern on top, Trent by 7 as we enter the fourth quarter. And give credit to the Tigers. They've come to play here on Hall of Fame Saturday in front of this big crowd.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they pretty well did what they wanted to do, found their shooters, and now Northwestern going to try to hang on in this one.
Paige Scott, who's checked in, has it right wing. Simpson goes through trying to set up Carly Craig. They do with the top of the key screen. Craig got away from Crusoe, and then another foul inside. This will be against East Central's Natalie Payne, who'll pick up her fourth.
Against the Tigers, number 24.
It's just tough down there battling with Faith Simpson.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting to the free throw line and have been because of the offensive rebounds and lack thereof for Northwestern. Only 2 on the day for the Lady Rangers.
Inbound to Paige Scott. That layup just rolled off the front of the rim. And the rebound back to the Tigers, 52-45.
Turnovers about the same in the game. East Central with 17, Northwestern with 14.
Ariel West to Ogle, swings it left wing to Havens. Now Crusoe, left elbow jumper, off the rim, no good. Crusoe has missed her last 2.
Yeah, we'll take that. Right now, East Central coming in the period, they were shooting 50% from the field.
Oh, Peyton Jones on the drive, had it poked away and stolen by Ariel West. Back down all the way down the floor, surges ahead. Layup was left short. Camille Thomas with a rebound, goes to Carly Craig.
Yeah, West, I don't think that was probably the play she wanted to do. Too much defense for Northwestern.
Simpson takes one dribble and, boy, went down with it. And that's sometimes you see the problem with Faith. If she keeps that ball high, they can't get to it. When you put that ball on the floor like that, they got a chance to get a hand on it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that time, though, she struggled catching it. Maybe that led to it going down low. But looking at some other interesting stats, Northwestern shooting 6 of 9 from 3, which is 67%. And look at the free throw difference, 14 out of 19 for the Lady Rangers to only 1 of 2 for East Central.
Ariel West with it near side, back straight away to Crusoe. Now to West, right wing, hesitates, now drives into the paint, kick it back out to Havens. Now to Crusoe, behind the back dribble, backs down Craig, right wing to Ogle. Now underneath the Malone, cuts through, kicks it out. Havens for a left wing 3, good again, and that's Havens' first points of the second half. She's got 12, and the lead is down to 4.
Yeah, you don't want her being open, and I think they're going to call this on Simpson.
You're right, Simpson's going to pick up her, I believe it's her 4th now. That is on Simpson. She'll have to exit with 8:23 to go as she knocked over the East Central player to the ground.
Yeah, write it down. 8:23 mark of the fourth quarter. Simpson on the bench with 4 personals. Rangers with the lead of 4, but this thing even getting scarier by the minute.
West to Ogle, left wing deep to Havens, now underneath to Malone. Bounce pass to Crusoe. There was contact as she went up, and she was fouled by Peyton Jones, and Crusoe will head to the free throw line. It'll be her first free throw attempts of the game. Peyton's first foul, second team foul. Kennedy Cummings checking back in now for the Tigers for Chloe Malone.
Yeah, right now Northwestern needs a basket bad when they get the basketball back. 3 straight, looking to be maybe even more with a good shooter on the free throw line.
Well, that's a surprise miss. Crusoe is 83% coming in, 55 of 66, make it 55 of 67. Crusoe came in averaging almost 15 points a game against Northwestern, and this is game number 10 for her against the Lady Rangers as Crusoe gets the second foul shot. She's got 17. 8:05 to go in quarter number 4. Northwestern clinging to a 52-49 lead as Craig nearly had it knocked away, got it back into the right corner, and then it's poked out of bounds by Ariel West. And talked about it coming in. East Central's defense are one of the top defensive teams in the conference, and they've done a good job on the Lady Rangers today.
They have, and I would really like to see some way, somehow, Craig get open, and I'd like her to be the one taking the shot here.
That pass deflected. Now the ball's on the floor, picked up by Ariel West. Tigers want to run as here comes Cummings on the near side. Now she'll hold up and wait for Crusoe to cross the half-court stripe.
One possession game. I know East Central's wanting to run their offense and get a high percentage look here.
West back straight away to Ogle. 15 to shoot. Ogle cross court to West. Left wing pump fakes will penetrate in. Out of the corner to Haven. Sidestep shoots for 3. No good. Rebound tipped on the floor. We're going to get a foul on the rebound against East Central. This will go on Kennedy Cummings. That's her 4th.
Yeah, Peyton Jones was right where she had to be, and she got nailed in the back. And kind of a late call, but it was the correct call as Northwestern now trying to get some points on the board. The question I have is how long does Tasha Dieselhorst leave Faith Simpson on the bench? Dustin, she went out around the 8:15 mark, maybe 4 minutes or so. It depends, what happens with East Central offensively.
Bounce pass to Peyton Jones, and it's an offensive foul as she used that left arm to kind of create some space, and the defender went down, and Peyton picks up her second. Now it's the 3rd team foul against the Lady Rangers.
Not a lot of contact, but right in front of the official. He made the call fast, and more turnovers than points in the period. 3 turnovers, no points for Northwestern.
It's on the drive. That one's stolen away. Lady Rangers come up with it. On the steal, that's a turnover, number 18 against East Central.
Well, once again, I want Craig to try to get a shot off here.
She's been quiet here in the second half. She's got 11 as Camille Thomas leans in for the jumper, left it short, just hit the front of the rim. Chloe Malone with the rebound, quickly up ahead, running the floors. Havens all the way in, layup good with the left hand, and the Tigers are within 1. And Lady Rangers might need a timeout.
Yeah, they might, and they're going to get one.
We'll take it with Coach Dieselhorst. 6:37 to go in the 4th. Northwestern by 1 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org, or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
When was the last time you evaluated your investment goals? With our ever-changing environment, it's time. Talk to us about locking in a high, long-term fixed interest rate and put your money to work for you. I'm Whitney Gum, and here at E&J Financial, we work with you to implement a custom plan to fit your financial goals. Call our office today at 580-327-2552 to book a complimentary financial review.
Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors. Cambridge and E&J Financial are not affiliated.
6:37 to go here in quarter number 4, 52-51. Lady Rangers on top. Again, they led at the 5:16 mark in the third quarter by 12, but Tigers have closed the gap to within 1.
Havens and Crusoe coming up big in the period, and they have all the points that's been scored in this quarter. 6 straight for East Central. Northwestern last had some free throws at the 27-second mark of the third.
Carly Craig, her lob pass tipped and stolen. Crusoe with another steal. That's her fourth of the game.
Yeah, too many turnovers in the quarter, Northwestern. It's really hurting them.
Ariel West with it left wing, had it knocked away and stolen. Camille Thomas comes up with the steal, back the other way.
Yeah, Heather Hurd right in front of her bench. She is upset at her player there. Just was not paying attention that the defender was coming up for the pressure.
Peyton Jones takes the bounce pass from Craig underneath. There's the lob underneath to Simpson. Takes one dribble up with a shot. Scoring off the glass is Simpson. She's got 14. The lead back to 3.
Yeah, and we talked in the break. We were a little surprised Faith came back early, but, you know, Coach knew they needed her right now and brought her in. And good recognition as she worked hard right under the basket before she received the ball.
Yeah, Faith's got to be careful again with those 4 fouls in the middle of that zone as Rousseau with it top of the key. Under 10 to shoot. West with it left wing. Now will penetrate. Dumps it underneath to Chloe Malone. Malone underneath the basket. Back out to Ogle. Left wing for a 3 at the horn. No good. And the rebound by Peyton Jones.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, Malone was in there for 8 seconds. I mean, she never left the lane the whole possession, and the ball passed like 5 times. And now you would really like to see Northwestern to go back to Faith again and get more momentum.
There it is. Lob underneath to Simpson. Up with a layup. Good for Faith Simpson. Scoring again. It's 56-51. Simpson's got 16.
Yeah, what about the pass by Camille Thomas? Perfect as she was cutting, Faith was cutting to the basket. And Faith is so strong. Somebody was bodying her up. It didn't faze her.
Rousseau on the drive. Nicely done there. Simpson challenged the shot, and then a foul called after the Peyton Jones picked the basketball up. They're going to get Crusoe for reaching in. That'll be her second.
You gotta like the effort, though, out of East Central. I mean, Heather Hurt, the head coach in her first full season, has to be downright tickled at how well her team has really stuck in this thing. And, you know, Northwestern had the double-digit lead. And you thought right then, oh, this thing is going to get out of control. But East Central, they stayed right in, made some plays, and now they're forcing the turnovers, which is scary for Northwestern.
Josina Frame to Camille Thomas, and the Lady Rangers bailed out there as Ariel West got caught reaching in. That's going to be now her third, and that's the 4th team foul. One more will put the Northwestern in the bonus.
She's downright riled up. She's mad. She thought it was all clean, West did, and you know what? If they wouldn't have called it, she was probably going to get an easy layup because there wasn't really a Ranger player even close to her.
Inbound to Talia Thomas, trying to set up Simpson. There they go underneath to her. Backs down Ogle, up with a right-handed jump hook. Around the rim, it rolled off. Rebound tipped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Camille Thomas. East Central gets it back.
But I love the shot, and I love the hustle out of Camille Thomas and also Josina Frame. They were both in there to get an offensive rebound, but Thomas couldn't corral it, and she was the last one to touch it.
Havens has it, deep right wing. Now goes to Ogle, who cuts in. Back out to West, left wing, tries a 3. That's not even close. And we get a whistle and a foul called on this end against Northwestern. That's going to go on Josina Frame, matched up with Chloe Malone.
You get the one you want to shoot, West. She was way far out of bounds over there by her coach. And as you said, it didn't even hit iron. And then an unlucky break for Northwestern as they give it back.
Simpson went down. They'll inbound to Ogle, who was wide open. I don't think she realized it. Now forces up the tough jump hook. It's no good. Simpson there for the rebound. That's just her third. And then a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. That's going to be team foul number 5 and the 4th on Kate Ogle.
And once again, a familiar sight. Simpson to the free throw line. And you like that if you're a Northwestern fan. And Northwestern on a little run, Dustin, of 4 in a row.
So heading to the free throw line, Simpson was 16 in the game, 6 of 7 from the foul line, 5 of 9 from the floor.
Simpson, the only one scored in this period for Northwestern?
I think you're right. Yeah, that's right. Those 2 layups. Lady Rangers only 4 points. There was a flop warning issued. Not sure who it was issued to, but.
Well, Tasha Dieselhorst, the way she's reacting, I'm thinking it must be on her player, as right now she is talking with the official.
Not sure who they called it on, but it was a flop warning against Northwestern. So Simpson heads to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Can radio guys get those?
Yeah, right.
Flop warnings?
First foul shot from Simpson. Well, it rimmed out. 6 of 8 now is Simpson.
Well, that's my fault because I wrote it down that she made the free throw early, and I jinxed her, the old radio jinx. We're at it again, Dustin.
Second free throw up coming for Simpson, trying to extend the lead and keep the Tigers at bay, and that free throw's up and good. 57-51. Simpson now with 17.
Well, if I'm East Central, I go inside at whoever Simpson's guarding, and I try to get her 5th foul out of the game with 4 left.
Yeah, I know they're, again, a jump shooting team, but, yeah, with Simpson having those 4, they could go right at her. Instead, West will hoist up a 3. That one off the back iron. Camille Thomas has the board, and then Thomas is bumped and fouled on the rebound. So we'll go to the other end, and Camille Thomas will shoot 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they're going to call it on, but I think maybe Kennedy Cummings because she had a few things to say to the official. And, yeah, she's mad because that's foul number 5, and Northwestern back to the charity stripe with Camille Thomas, who is a pretty good free throw shooter on the year, I believe. I got to find it, but I think she shoots 70-some% from the charity stripe.
Camille Thomas to the free throw line. 6 for 6, make it 7 of 7 now for Camille Thomas.
I don't like the shot selection for East Central the last few possessions. I mean, they're just shooting the ball from way away from the basket, and West is kind of forcing it up, and she's over there on the bench now.
Faith Simpson again with 3 rebounds. She's actually 2 away from having 1,000 in her career. There's a right elbow to Crusoe. Now to Havens, who nearly lost it. Got it back to Crusoe. 15 to shoot. Ogle back to Crusoe straight away. Right wing. Here's a 3 from Havens. No good off the back iron. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say off Camille Thomas. And East Central gets it back with 3:30 to go.
Yeah, I didn't like the call. I think Havens got it last, and Thomas had good positioning, and looked like, if anything, that we're going to call Tatum Havens for over the back.
East Central to inbound on the baseline. With it is Natalie Payne. Back to Crusoe, trapped in the corner. Lady Rangers have got her there, and we're going to get a timeout, I believe, from East Central. We'll take an immediate timeout brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. 3:24 to go. Lady Rangers by 8 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network.
K&S Tire in Alva has been locally owned and operated since 2004. While every business claims to be the best, K&S Tire is the best. Our satisfied customers speak for themselves by coming back to us each and every time. Our amazing services goes beyond a regular tune-up or tire rotation. Our team is well-trained and able to take care of all your car care needs, including preventative maintenance, wheel alignments, brakes, and more. Visit knstire.com for more information or come see us at 2590 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Welcome back inside Percival Fieldhouse. Dustin Goodall alongside Trent Goss here on Hall of Fame Saturday at Northwestern. We've already had a chance to talk to Shane Hansen, who will be inducted during halftime of the men's game. Former Ranger head basketball coach Andrew Brown. And then after this one, after we talk to Coach Dieselhorst, we'll be joined by Steve Barrows and Cody Hooper.
Well, that sounds like a fun party right there. Right now, who's having fun, and that's Simpson and Thomas for Northwestern. They have really come up big in the period, and Northwestern's on a little run of 7 in a row. East Central last scored, Dustin, at the 6-minute 40-second mark, so that's over 3 minutes without any points. That's a critical time, but I love the attitude and the effort out of Camille Thomas. She has really shown some intensity here in the quarter.
Well, they've needed her to step up, and she has here today, and that pass tipped by Talia Thomas right to the assistant coach at East Central, and East Central will inbound in front of their own bench. It'll be Crusoe to inbound. Just 14 on the shot clock for the Tigers.
Yeah, Northwestern really seeing some pressure defense in the half-court set. Every inbounds play has been really tough for East Central to get in.
Oh, bounce pass nearly stolen away, but Crusoe with a nifty little behind-the-back move. Here's a lob underneath. Layup good to Kate Ogle on the pass from Payne, which looked like a shot, but that was a lob.
Oh, man, I mean, that was a good one, too, and Ogle did the right thing by not bringing it down. She caught it while she was jumping and put it up off the glass.
Thomas to the corner to Frame. Frame looks underneath. Now goes to Camille Thomas. Underneath to Simpson. Here comes the double team up against it. Missed the enclosed shot. Offensive rebound. Camille Thomas goes back up and is fouled. And Kate Ogle, I believe, has just got her 5th. Her day will be over.
And that's just effort out of Camille Thomas. I mean, she was moving around in there, anticipating the shot was going to be missed by her teammate Simpson. And once again, another disqualification for East Central.
So Kate Ogle will be done. She'll finish with 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 2 turnovers in 19 minutes as Camille Thomas 8 for 8, make it 9 of 9. With Thomas cashing in from the free throw line this afternoon.
Well, if you let me pick a player of the game, I'd pick her. I mean, I really would. I really think on both ends of the ball, she has been the star today for Northwestern.
Lady Rangers have increased their lead to 8. Keep in mind, it was 52-51. The Tigers had cut it to 1.
Yeah, what's scary is they're a three-point shooting team, so, I mean, they're never out of it.
And that 3 from Crusoe, no good. Tigers have cooled off a bit here in the second half from 3. They're just 3 of 9. Only made 1 here in the fourth quarter. They're 1 of 6.
And I think they have 3 bench players over there because of the 3 girls that have fouled out. And look for Northwestern to use a lot of this shot clock.
Talea Thomas for a 3 and a dagger, no good. Rebound by by Natalie Payne.
I like the shot, though. Nothing wrong with it. They went inside, nothing doing back out, and it was a good look for Talea.
Payne with it, near side to Havens. Tigers are going to have to go quickly here. Under 2 minutes to go. Northwestern by 8. Here's a turnaround jumper from the elbow, good from Natalie Payne. They get the shot they wanted. They only trail by 6.
So did you see Crusoe tell her where to go? Said, pointed in the lane. She was wide open, had an easy 8-foot jumper.
Lady Rangers will burn a timeout. We'll take it. 1:45 to go. Northwestern by 6. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network 105.7.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
1:45 to go. Lady Rangers by 6. And again, appreciate all of our listeners out there. Caleb Mossberg as he heads out to the Panhandle. Really enjoying listening to the broadcast today.
I like that guy.
Oh, yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. And he sells something, doesn't he?
Do what?
Doesn't
He does. Mossy salsa. It's good stuff.
That's
man.
what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to plug it for him.
A little shameless
without
plug
you
right
charging him a darn ad.
Yeah. Simpson back to Talea Thomas. Goes to her right to Carly Craig. Back to Simpson underneath. Cross-court pass to Frame. Straight away to Thomas. Thomas penetrates all the way in. And Thomas went down, and it was last touched by East Central. As there was some contact. Northwestern will keep it with just 3 to shoot, though.
What do you mean some? I mean, that was a darn crime is what that was. I mean, she got hammered to the floor. I'm not sure what the official did. Maybe the cork and the whistle was gone or something, but she actually got hammered.
Bounce pass to Frame up with a layup, and she's hammered on the way up by Tatum Havens. That'll be her 4th, so Josina Frame's going to head back to the free throw line for the first time today.
I love the high post pick and then the roll, and it was the right play. Beautiful bounce pass to Frame as she went to the left side of the lane.
Boy, also out there listening to buddy mine, Hadley Skaggs, who works in recruitment here at Northwestern. Appreciate him out there listening wherever he's at. So Frame to the free throw line. Josina 7 of 11 this season. And that first free throw hits the back of the iron and falls off. Make it now 7 of 12, just under 62%.
I would say hi to my friends if I had any. But I'll keep looking.
Frame for one more. Second foul shot is good. Nicely done from Josina Frame. Extends the lead now to 7.
The big thing, Dustin, here is make them use a lot of time. I mean, nothing easy. Just guard them up, and you know they're going to look at the 3.
Yeah. Payne has it inside the top of the key. Dribbles right, dribbled off her leg, got it back out to Havens, right corner 3, left it short, no good. Actually, that was Alt. Havens got the rebound, went back up and was fouled. This will either be on Thomas or Simpson. I think they're going to get Camille.
Yeah, not a good time for an offensive rebound. I have just one for East Central in the period, but a critical time with 1:07 to go. She gets hammered and gets 2 free throws opportunity.
Tatum Havens to the free throw line. 60% on the season, 6 of 10. That first free throw is missed, though. That's a big miss. When you're trying to come back, you got to capitalize, especially with no time coming off the clock.
Yeah, that was a struggle on the last point I tried to make and also on her free throw, but Rangers right now look like they're going to win this thing, but it's been a dogfight.
Well, that one rattled out, and then Northwestern had the rebound, and they're going to say it was off the leg of somebody. I don't know who's going to get the ball. Looks like Northwestern will. I thought he was going to go give it back to East Central.
Well, I think, yeah, he pointed wrong, and then he got it fixed.
Yeah, if he hadn't done that, I was going to take his water from him. He leaves over here.
Well, I'm telling you, you and him are good friends.
Inbound to Craig, who lobs back to Camille Thomas up in the backcourt. Now ahead to Josina Frame, and then an over and back called. And I wondered if the official was going to be on top of it, and he was. That's a turnover.
Yeah, crucial one. 5 turnovers in the quarter. Now I have 19 in the game for Northwestern, and if you're East Central, you probably need to put up a shot pretty quick.
As Payne at the foul line, dribbles in all the way underneath to Chloe Malone, right up against Simpson, puts up a wild shot. It's no good. Simpson had the rebound, falling down, got it to Camille Thomas. Carly Craig's got it. Northwestern wants a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here.
Whew. Dodged a bullet, I think, right there. And so Rangers up by 7 points with 43 seconds to go after Frame's 1 free throw.
Our buddy Randy Mitchell out there listening to us today.
Oh, wow. He hired me a long time ago.
That's awesome. Randy, I appreciate you out there listening. He said, how did you manage to get Goss?
Did you tell him you pay good?
Yeah, that's it. That's how we do it. That pay will be later on at the Bull Smokehouse and Saloon, I think.
Hey, I'll tell you what, speaking of pay, if you ever want to get a good meal, you talk to your boss, Randy Mitchell, into going with you to a ball game. You can't believe the change of how you could eat so much better when he would attend the game. So I was always begging him to go.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it didn't matter how big or how little the game was, I wanted to eat.
Frame will look to get it in, does to Craig, who batted that one right to Peyton Jones. That was a smart play, and then Jones is fouled in the backcourt, but that was a heads-up play by Carly Craig.
There was a heads-up play, and then to take care of the basketball. East Central didn't like the foul, but I think that they really needed to foul to stop this clock to even have any kind of a chance with a 7-point lead.
First free throw from Peyton Jones is up and good. Jones now 2 for 3 from the free throw line. She's got 14 in the game.
Dustin, you want Faye Simpson to have a better game and get to play more than she did. But I think you got to see some things out of Camille Thomas and Peyton Jones and Carly Craig and others that stepped up big when they were needed.
They certainly did. This will be immediate. We'll take it. It's brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. Lady Rangers lead it by 9 with 40 seconds to go on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's Chicken Fried Steak, Don's Hamburger Steak, and Joe's Chicken Tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
40 seconds to go out of the timeout. It was a full. We just took a 30, 64-55. Northwestern on top. And Lady Rangers trying to stay undefeated here at home and pick up their 17th victory and 9th in Great American Conference play.
Yeah, and this was a struggle, but the big thing is find a way to win, and that's what they've done pretty well in the fourth quarter. You could tell that the intensity on the defensive end for Northwestern stepped up, and they got to the free throw line, and so hopefully we'll finish it out.
Tigers have no timeouts left. Northwestern with one as Crusoe has it on the drive all the way in. Up with a layup. Bounced around. No good. Chloe Malone with the offensive rebound. And then we got a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on the floor, but we're past the 15 foul. I think Coach Dieselhorst wanted Malone for an elbow, kind of creating some space. I think she has a little bit of a point.
Hey, Derek Heaton and Kevin Pingleton, they said they're not my friends, but I think they want to shout out anyway, you know. And Courtney Nesarella actually is listening. And even the Alva City manager, Stephen Ford, is listening. Man, you have a top-notch show. I did not realize you had that many listeners, Goodnow. I may come on here a lot more often.
Hey, that's a good sign right there. That's a good start. That's a good start.
I have not been this popular in many days.
First free throw from Chloe Malone is no good. Tigers again trailing by 9, trying to get it to 8 with 30.6 to go. Second foul shot, no good, missed them both. Simpson skied up for the rebound. Northwestern wanted a timeout, and I believe they got it. We'll take it, 28.9 to go. Lady Rangers by 9. This is Northwestern basketball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network.
Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at deangallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
Welcome back here inside Versal Fieldhouse. Dustin Goodo alongside Trent Goss here on Hall of Fame Saturday. 28 seconds to go. Northwestern leading by 9.
I was thinking back in the day when I did radio, I didn't know, well, we didn't have cell phones back then to see, so there wasn't much else to do, so people listened a little bit. But Northwestern's going to take care of the ball here. East Central, I expect them to foul right away.
Frame will go into Camille Thomas, back to Carly Craig, and that's who you want to have the ball. Peyton Jones again has it now on the near side and finally fouled. A little touch foul there from Kaylee Alt. That's who you want at the foul line, Carly Craig or Peyton Jones.
You're right. If you're East Central and you wanted to come up with an upset, you really had to have more offense, especially down the stretch in the fourth quarter. They only have 10 points so far in the period, and Northwestern's kind of had their way here on the offensive end.
First free throw is good, and, of course, Faith Simpson exits for Samaya Adigan, and that last rebound that she went up and got for Faith Simpson, that's her 5th of the game. That's now 1,000 her entire career.
Wow, 1,000 rebounds for the career for Faith Simpson. Congratulations.
And more than 2,000 points. An incredible career from the senior from Palisade, Nebraska. 66-55, 15 seconds left. Payne straight away to Crusoe. Steps back, will hoist up the 3. No good. Rebound picked up by Chloe Malone and then lost it out of bounds. Lady Rangers will get it back, and that's pretty much going to do it with just 8 seconds left.
Yeah, what would it have been like to have Faith Simpson for 4 years?
Oh, no kidding.
Wow.
It's scary to think about if you're the rest of the GAC. Inbound will go to Craig. Up ahead to Samaya Adigan. Now to Peyton Jones. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Crossing into the half-court line. And that is going to do it. Here's the horn sounds. Lady Rangers, a victor today here for Hall of Fame Saturday as they win at 66-55. They improved to 17-3 on the season, 9-3 in Great American Conference play. They've won 2 in a row. East Central drops to 5-11. 1-11 in conference play as they've now lost 6 straight on the road and 5 straight on the season. 66-55 is your final. We will take a timeout and begin our McDermott Insurance post-game show as we'll await the final thoughts from Coach Dieselhorst next. This is Northwestern basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Looking for the best in lawn care? Peak Environment has you covered. We offer a wide range of services, including full-service mowing, weed control, Christmas light installation, and more. Peak Environment provides efficient and affordable services across Northwest Oklahoma with branches in Alva, Enid, and Woodward. Call our office today at 580-748-8003 for a free quote on any service. That's Peak Environment, 748-8003. Proud supporter of all Ranger and Goldbug Athletics.
Yeah, welcome back here as we open up our McDermott Insurance postgame show. Lady Rangers a winner today, 66-55, as we're joined by Lady Ranger head coach Tasha Dieselhorst. Coach, again, appreciate you joining us here, and congratulations on the victory here on Hall of Fame Saturday. A nice bounce-back win.
Yes, I thought we were a little flat at first, but responded well coming out of halftime. I thought our guards stepped up and played pretty well tonight when our bigs were struggling a little bit with physicality, and there was a lot of people in the paint. So I thought we made some good passes outside, but I thought our guards really kind of made some shots for us to kind of relax us at times.
Coach, we got to talk about Peyton Jones, and we know what type of scorer she was at Southern Nazarene. We kind of been waiting for that game to see her get loose, and she finally did it today. A season high with 17 points. She was tremendous.
Yes. She's one of those guards that I'm talking about. We know that they can score, and we know there's going to be a game where our posts are going to get a lot of attention. So happy to see her get going. Hopefully she can use this to kind of propel her into the next one.
Coach, I thought Camille Thomas was very inspiring. I thought on both ends of the court, she got herself, was very active and got to the free throw line. I think she was 10 of 10.
She was.
And your team was pretty darn good all day on the line, too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Camille, and we challenged him at halftime. I was not happy with our effort on the boards, and we barely out-rebounded them, but we were getting killed on the boards early by a team that doesn't have as much height as we do. So I was not happy with that at halftime, but I thought Camille was one that really responded and rebounded well on the defensive end and then was aggressive on the offensive end.
Coach, go enjoy this winter team. Congratulations on the victory again here on Hall of Fame Saturday, and we'll see you next week against the Arkansas schools at home.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks again to Lady Ranger head coach Tasha Detour for joining in here in our McDermott Insurance post-game show. Let's take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll put the headsets on, and two Hall of Famers here on Saturday as Cody Hooper and Steve Barrows will join us next. This is Northwestern Basketball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more.
Keeping your car clean is an inexpensive way to protect its value. Shirley Shine Car Wash, located west of Love, offers a 6-bay self-serve car wash, including 3 truck bays. Your